Hello everybody, hello ESA Summer 2019! My name is Kaadzik and this is Witcher 3. It's a little late in Europe, so thank you everyone that is here on site. Not many of you, but I really appreciate that you came. And also for everyone that is viewing from home on stream, I really appreciate that. If you're wondering why this run is so late, don't worry, I don't know either. I think we should be ready to start the game. Also, there is a bid war going on in my run that is still up about the ending of the game, as you may have heard from the hosts already. It will be resolved about 2 hours into the run, so you still have some time for donations. It's plenty of time, and you've busted it immediately. For now, it's like $2,000 on one or the other collectively, and that really warms my heart. And I think we can raise even more for the Swedish Alzheimer Foundation. I know you can do this, and I hope my run will go well, and you will be enjoying it and enjoying the ending you will choose during that bid war. But without further ado, let me just start the story. I just need to hit the buzzer in order to start, if I may. So I only need to click this, and it starts. So 3, 2, 1, go! It works, great. We also have some Polish flags in the background, so that's cool. Also, for some reason, my dialogues aren't skipping correctly. That's bad, but I think I will manage. This is the prologue to The Witcher 3. As you may see, I abuse the fact that in combat, Geralt rolls instead of jumping or doing very slow walk, and that allows me to go down the stairs really quickly. Also, you may see in the top left corner of the game that there is an auto subtitle. Basically what it means that is that I use the auto hotkey for skipping dialogues. As you may see, they're going really fast. I finished the prologue in like, well, 30 seconds, 40 seconds from what I'm seeing. And the reason is we are skipping many dialogues in the game, as obviously because this is a speedrun, so we won't touch any lore. If you don't want spoilers, it's fine. For you. Right now, we are amazing witchers. If we try to fight with ghouls, we just run away and hope Vesemir takes it for us. He did, good job for him. Turning back to the auto hotkey. The reason we did it is because for 2 to 3 hours of speedruns, depending on which category you do, there is a lot of mashing for many buttons. That's why we've decided that instead of destroying our fingers, we will just use auto hotkey that rebinds right-click to the one button of our choice, and if we hold it, it repeats once every 10 milliseconds, if I remember correctly. That's why we changed it, so it's basically our comfort. If you feel something wrong about it, then you can destroy your fingers yourself. I'm actually pretty fine with that. About Witcher, because right now there is lore going on in the background, we're trying to fight Yennefer, fight will be later. We try to find Yennefer because we know that she got in touch with Nilfgaardians, so we try to get in touch with them, but we need to find how to do this. So we talk with locals because we know Yennefer was here, and locals tell us that she went to the Nilfgaardian garrison that is nearby. Also now it's a really tough fight with peasants because peasants are good enemies of the Witcher, so I just give them 2 quick ones or 3 because this guy for some reason survived the second punch, but that's not the problem because we're basically Saitama, and we're heading off to the Nilfgaardian garrison, so we can ask about Yennefer, as you can see in the right side of the screen. But don't be bothered about it too much, because most of the time, if the quest says something, we'll probably do something else. The thing I also want to touch is that a lot of people say, well, Witcher games shouldn't be speedrun because there are a lot of side things that you can do. And that is true. I've completed the game many times also 100%ed it. So yeah, I really appreciate the game and I love it, that's why I speedrun it. But for some reason people really don't like speedruns of this game because, well, it's such an open world and it's really good. But to be fair, from the plot point of the game, when you hear that Ciri is in trouble, what you do? Do you A, play Gwent with every single citizen in entire world, or to run as fast as possible? I think the second option would be chosen by Geralt, and that's why the speedrunning version of the game, the speedrun of the game is actually lore correct. and I will stand to that point. Also, I tried to draw power from this place of power, but I got in combat with the wolves on the way, so I had to wait for Geralt to go out of combat. If you hear right now, there is ghost behind us that has spawned on this place of power. For some reason, it spawns way later than it should, because it should spawn right as we go into the circle, but it just doesn't for some reason, as I said. So right now we get this 1 point of ability, and I will explain why. Right now, because we are Witcher, we do the badass entrance to the fortress. Instead of just going through the front door, we go backwards. So everyone is just shocked. Wow, how did he do this? And well, Witcher has many talents. One of them is climbing, and running is also one of them. You will see this in a moment. Also dialogues. I could really use some of the what was I supposed to say? Oh, sorry. I talk too much. I know. I talk too much. But I hope you will enjoy the run, even though you may not like me talking too much. Right now we got in touch with the garrison leader, let's say. We jump into the cutscene so we don't take the fall damage, and we teleport right back to the village. Because we traded information with our contact, and he said that he will tell us about Yennefer as long as we kill the griffin that is terrorizing the village. So we are trying to do so. Right now we're going to the griffin layer, but I think it's a good time to actually read some messages and donations, right?
Very well. We have a $25 donation by Anonymous without a message, and we have a $25 donation by Fuegan. I'm really bad with names today. Without a comment. Also, we have a very nice $5 donation by Captain Snuggles saying good evening.
Indeed, good evening, or good night rather, because as I said, it's 3 AM in Europe. Wow, that's really bad time span, but I think we'll manage. This is a Griffin layer, the best investigation ever. We just step away and we already know everything. Because Geralt is not only good at climbing, he's also good at investigating, and because that we got level, and we also conveniently pick another place of power here. That will give us third actually ability point, and we need all those 3 to improve our crossbow skills. You may wonder why actually we need crossbow skills. Crossbow is not a useful weapon in this game. Well, mostly yes, but there is one particular trick we can do with it. Also, watch the horse right now, because it's interesting. Yeah. For some reason, the developers didn't include the fact that you can possibly teleport on a horse. That's why the animation glitches. And from what I know, this is a thing also on the current patch, because we are not playing on the current patch. We play on the patch. Oh, thanks, Samir, for the boost. That's weird. We play on a patch 1.06, and the reason is there is a really important crossbow glitch that will happen. You will see this particularly right now, because there is a griffin fight waiting for us. But first of all, I need to upgrade the crossbow skills, so let me just go here. Quick menuing, I actually did it. So yay me. Also, I will also equip one of the potions. I won't need it now, but just for later, I'll just do it safely here. Waiting for Vesemir to comment, because he doesn't have a horse, I do, so I'm better Witcher than him. Another piece of dialogue, and we can start Griffin fight. Griffin is loud, so sorry for headphone users. Can do nothing about it. This is a Griffin fight. Everyone hates it because Griffin can just randomly go into the air and just be a jerk. For now he's not, but from what I've told you, he can go up in the air and we have to shoot it down with a crossbow. So actually the crossbow is a good weapon for us to use right now. Conveniently, we got it now from Vesemir, but this is not the reason why we've upgraded the crossbow skill. Right now, the first phase of Griffin fight should be over. It is. And I actually shot one shot from the crossbow, so I should be okay. I won't let it get away Vesemir, that's for sure. I will just save the game for safety, of course, because I may repeat this trick once more if it goes wrong. Let me just pull out the crossbow, hopefully in time. Wait for the autosave. In the bottom right corner there should be a file logo or something along those lines. Any second now. Any second. Yeah. Menuing. So you may wonder what actually happened. Well, Geralt is a really big Eurobeat fan, and the best song in his repertoire is obviously running in the 90s. So actually, as you see, well, we are really fast right now, and this will last to the entirety of the speedrun. That's why we have two categories for this, which is speedrun, the current patch and the old patch, which is 1.0.6, because this glitch was repaired in version 1.0.7, or maybe the second point is unnecessary, 1.07. You may wonder what has actually happened. Well, to explain this, let me reassure you. When we zoom in with a crossbow, the entire world slows down, and Geralt moves relatively normally because, well, we have to aim our crossbow correctly. So Geralt is faster than the world, right? That's what happens. But if we have our crossbow aimed during an autosave, which was conveniently right there as I was waiting for it, well, the game for some reason stores that state and remembers it throughout the entirety of the game. So, let me just do a quick break in explanation because there is a really important fight. Okay, the important fight is over. That's what happens when you're a Super Witcher. You are really good at fighting. Also, Yennefer, yay, we found her in like not 10 minutes. We're good. So, back to the explanation. What has happened basically right now is that the game stored that state, so whenever we pull out a crossbow, the game knows that, well, Geralt is faster than the world. But after we zoom out of the crossbow, well, world goes back to normal. So, if the state is remembered still, the game says, okay, so if Geralt was faster than the world previously, and it has to be now as well, and world is normal right now, Geralt has to go super fast. But as you can see, Geralt right now is doing perfectly fine. He's not Eurobeat fan anymore. What has happened? And the reason is every big transition, as I call it, every big transition, this state resets, and to come back to it, we have to pull out a crossbow or basically get slowed down by anything else, but crossbow is the most convenient one, of course. And the big transition I'm talking about is every time we change the region. So, for example, we've switched from White Orchard to Vizima right now. And if we switch characters between Geralt and Ciri, because yeah, you will see Ciri in a couple of minutes, and if you want to save her, you can donate. I will plug this many times, so if you're irritated by it, deal with it. So we are now walking behind the Chamberlain. He really wants to introduce us to Yennefer, but we'll just walk around here, and we can run right now. Why? Good programming. The reason is, if we're close to Chamberlain, we will be forced to a walking animation. But if we cut this corner, or the other one near those stairs right there when the Geralt's head is right now, we can go out of his radius, and because of that we can run freely. And if we can run freely, we can go right to this door, which opens as Chamberlain comes here, so we can save exactly 0.9 seconds of walking to this door from behind the Chamberlain. So right now we're talking with Yennefer about the plan of saving Ciri, because Ciri is in trouble apparently, and we have to find her. We have our contact in Velen, because apparently it's one of the places she was in. So right now we are actually going to Velen, and we try to meet our contact. The problem is we only know who he is, but we don't know where he is. So we should ask around and talk with people and figure out what actually has happened. But we are speedrunners, so as you will guess, we already know where Hendrik, our contact, is, so we're just gonna go and find him. But as we go there, we can hear more donations.
Very well, we have another $5 donation by Janders. Well, who needs sleep anyway? I love the Witcher series, so I had to donate for what is for me one of the best games of all times. Also, I'm sad we'll not see the true boss of this game, the unicorn.
That's true, we won't actually see the unicorn, unfortunately. But there are three main bosses of this game. Peasants, because we've already seen one fight and they are annoying. Wolves, we'll see a fight with wolves and they are annoying. And doors. Doors are the worst enemy of this game because, as you may have wondered, Geralt in a super fast state is quite hard to control, so if we have a really small door to come through, well, it's not easy. But we are going to the village where Hendrik is, And as you may see, this village in particular is looking quite weird. Apparently it was attacked by Wild Hunt. As you may have imagined, the title of the game is Wild Hunt. And we are meeting the first example of what Wild Hunt can do, which is freeze the entire village. We're gonna just kill some stray dogs, talk to this dude, basically wait for the cutscene. Talk to this dude, say to him farewell, because that's what we do, and meet Hendrik. This is Hendrik. So Bible thumbs and chat for Hendrik. But fortunately he left his key in his shoe, so we can open the secret hideout of Hendrik down there to find out his notes about Siri, because he apparently found out something, which is great. But as we read notes, I think we can hear one more message from the donation station.
We have another $20 donation by Pharaoh. Geralt, probably the best Witcher in the world, falls from small height and dies. Good luck with a run and avoid that fall damage.
This is a great timing with this donation, because right now there's a really hard trick that I may actually die if I do it incorrectly, and it will be a death from fall damage. So really well timed, good donation, I appreciate that. Also every donation is good, so donate. Right now I have to do the safety save, so I won't die, because these particular things are set up here just for me to go here and do this. That can happen, so thank you for this donation. You jinxed it. It's your fault. It's not, but it was a really good, well-timed donation. So yeah, this may happen if we are really bad at gaming. Well, we should go around these things, but Geralt really likes to go into sliding animation when he's on a little slope. Fortunately, we did a safety save. Also, can I aim with this crossbow, Geralt, this time? Thanks. So we can go back to this mode, and maybe second time's the charm. I hope. Nope, nope. Oh, save! What a save! What a save! That was... I actually didn't intend to do that. But you may wonder, why are we entering here? What? 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 That has never happened before. Okay. On a marathon. That has never happened before. This is a thing in this game. If Geralt goes too fast and hits a particular angle, he may do a mega jump. But I never did a mega jump that big and in this place. So yeah, thank God it was actually during a marathon. So this is what's supposed to happen. I jump into the cutscene around the entrance, so I can go here quicker, but apparently I didn't do it quicker because, well, the game wanted to do it otherwise. Oh, it was great, really. This run is awesome right now, and we are 16 minutes in, so another 2 hours should be even better. But for now, if you want to save Siri, you may see her now, because it's the first Siri segment. Yay, there's Siri! And she's actually a born speedrunner because she has a dash button, dash ability. And a little known fact, Siri in this game is actually better than Geralt. And by saying that, I mean she has better stats in basically everything. The reason is we can't wear any equipment on Siri, so the developers had to switch some things up so that she can be actually used in combat, so for these Siri segments. And the easiest way for them to do this is to boost her stats to the really stupid amount, so that she deals tremendous amounts of damage with basic equipment, because what she's wearing right now as an equipment is really, really basic. I would show you, but I cannot actually go to the inventory as Siri, because we are not supposed to go here. So right now just quick menuing, because we have to do proper investigations. Siri is worse at investigations than Geralt because she actually has to do two things. We're supposed to gather some things for a bait, but it's only a bait. We actually don't need to do this. It's literally a bait in the quest. We only need to kill some wolves, and as I've said, wolves are really annoying, second worst enemy in the game, and killing them is, well, a pain. But to be honest, those wolves fights were kinda okay. We can only dash during the combat, so every 2 dashes I do a quick attack so that I can refresh the state and dash even more. Right now I won't dash, because if I dash into the cutscene in a very particular moment, it soft locks, because the game thinks I'm in the cutscene and in the game as well. Also ragdolls, maybe? Yay! This is not patched out yet, I think. I haven't played the current patch of the game for a long time, but I think it's not even patched out yet. We may see some more ragdolls in this game, but I hope we won't see more mega jumps in this game, really. It was a good show, but please don't waste more time. So we know Siri was in Velen. And she got in touch with the Baron here. Also, let me just do one quick thing with the skills. I will, for now, wear the Novigradian suit that we got in the Zima. You may wonder why, because it's fancy. And the actual reason why I'm wearing it is because it gives me 1 armor, but it's not a good thing to have, right? But the other thing is, it's a light armor. And the skill that I've picked up is a Kaadzik skill that every light armor equipment, part of equipment I have, boosts my attack damage. And that's really important because we get light armor right from the start of the game. Light armor is cheap and we find it later in the game as well. So we can complete our set with gloves, because our gloves right now are not light. So we have our jacket, our pants and our boots, light ones. But gloves we'll find later, and also we'll find a better jacket. Right now we do CSI criminal investigations of Velen, I guess, because Baron has lost his wife, and we have to find her. So we try to find clues in his apartment, or in his room, his and his wife's, and so we get enough evidence that there was a fight in this room, and apparently he beat his wife, so she escaped. Obviously, violence is bad. Don't do violence, because people don't like you if you do this. I hope I've picked this up. If not, I will just spam later. Okay, I've picked it up. So we find an amulet that was made by the Pellar, so we will see the Pellar, the worst character in the game. Why the worst? Because there is an escort mission with the Pellar. Also, we enter the badass way, also we will leave the badass way, right? Because who cares about doors? So we are going to see the Pellar, also jumping off the bridge is faster, cutting corners, you know, saving 1 second in a 2-hour speedrun always makes sense. And also saving time makes sense, so please donate for the saving frames incentive, really, please. We have already lost time because of the mega jump. But yeah, we're going to see the Pellar, really cool character in the game. For now, there are people trying to attack him, and their reasoning is great. Pellar has. They came to Pellar because their friend has diarrhea, and because Pellar didn't heal it, they want to kill him. Really, that's the whole reasoning of there. So we just say, okay, I may heal your friend. Just give him this particular piece of, this particular thing, and he'll be healed. Also, I'm gonna kill this bear really quickly, because I'm supposed to escort a goat. Pellar's goat has lost, and his name is Princess. There's a princess. So I have to ring this bell every single time she tries to follow me. Also, because of the fast movement of Geralt, I actually have to stop every now and then, and that's why every escort mission in this game is boring. You may wonder why I come back to the bear's lair instead of the actual place when I'm supposed to bring the goat. The reason is she will lead astray here, always, every single time, so I can as well lead her there and it will be faster. And the funny thing is, if I kill this bear quick enough, like I did it here just before the goat gets there, the Geralt will say, oh, thank God I actually killed this bear earlier. And you may wonder, why did I do this when I get there later on? Well, there is a chance if I kill this bear at a very particular moment, I will dupe it and I will have to kill it twice. So yes, in this game there is duping, but it only loses time. There is also another instance of duping, and I hope I won't do this glitch because it will softlock the game and I have very little opportunities to actually save it. So shoutouts to Gale, duping in Witcher not a thing anymore. So yeah, right now we talk to the Pellar. He says that there has to be curse somewhere in here because Baron is upset and stuff. I won't actually go into the lore that much because I know I will spoil some things for people, so I just try to refrain from that. Also, this building is burning. You may wonder why. Well, Baron got drunk and upset, and he wants to party, so he partied so much that he set his table on fire. Well, lifetime of the rich and the famous, I suppose. So he goes. So we come here. We have to beat the crap out of him. So we do 3 quick hits because we are Saitama, and we just try to wake him up. Also, in the cutscene, we're drowning him in the water, and as you can see, the drops of water are still here because we are Super Geralt. And funny thing is, Super Geralt in the cutscenes also moves faster, and that's why his posture is always like that, and he waves his hair weirdly. Also, right now there's a really hard trick to do, and I hope I get it in the marathon. I mean, I got the mega jump, so I might as well get this. Oh, nuts again. Okay, no botchling skip this time. I practiced it as much as I could, but unfortunately it didn't happen. There is a way that I can insta-kill this guy, this little guy over here. And in order to do this, I have to push him right between these rocks and those pieces of wood. The reason is that if I push him there, the game doesn't know actually what to do because he's stuck and the game wants to despawn him, but he's a mini-boss, let's say. And that's why his hitbox get despawned, and because his hitbox is despawned, the game, well, insta-kills him. This is actually quite hard to perform. It's easier to do on a current patch, because on a current patch the setup is that you just buy 2 bombs, or make 2 bombs, and throw at the very particular angle that the botchling gets pushed the proper way. But in the old patch we don't make bombs because it's only a waste of time and you won't use them later in the run. That's why we have to do a setup with 2 or 3 strong attacks in a very particular angle and 1 art sign to push him back. But it's really tight. From what I've heard, I'm the only person in the world that actually can perform this on the old patch, but no one ever actually tried to do this setup, so I don't know if it's something I can brag about. But yay, another escort mission with the pillar, so I think we can read more donations, right?
Very well, even though at very first I would love to talk about our small incentive, which is The Witcher 3. You can decide which ending is going to be chosen, and with every $15 donation in addition for the next 30 minutes, you will actually get added to a draft of the Guardian of the Grave painting, which looks absolutely stunning. But since we're talking about donations, we have a $20 donation by Puzzle saying the Witcher speedrun community is cheering for you. Good luck on the run.
Thanks, Puzzle, and thanks everyone from the Witcher Discord. I really appreciate your help and your support. Because, as I said, this is kind of a dead hour in Europe, and I had to switch my sleeping schedule at the last possible moment, so I hope I will have enough energy to make the run entertaining and also not be dead during it, and not screw things up. So yeah, right now we're supposed to do the ritual, because we've killed the botchling that was, for some reason, cursing the entire village. And because of that, we have to do this ritual in order to find what is the curse and how to lift it. And so we have to light the circle, but we actually did it already. And right now we have to defend it from those nasty little ghosts, let's say. But as we do this, I think we can talk a little bit more from the donation station, right? Also, ghosts are quite loud, so sorry for that if you're using headphones, I guess. Well, funny thing is, as we kill the first wave of ghosts quick enough, and if we stand far behind, as you can see, all the ghosts spawned actually already, but if I stand here, they won't get near me. They just don't aggro, because they are too far away from me, and I won't go near them, so I can just sit here and relax for the rest of this segment. I need to wait for one more time, because one of the torches gets extinguished again, so I have to lit it on fire again when the pillar enchants some weird stuff. The middle one, okay, it's actually randomized. So yeah, we actually got the ritual, he spoke some stuff, and we know that we have to go to Fisherman Wojtek. Fisherman Wojtek is a very important character, because there is a trivia about him, and I will tell it right now. Because Wojtek is actually a Polish name of one of the graphic designers of CD Projekt Red, the developers of this game, and the reason why this particular NPC is named Wojtek is that there is one barrel made by this graphic designer Wojtek that he worked very hard on, but actually it was erased from the game because it didn't fit well. As you may have seen this in the cutscene, that this is one and only barrel like this in the entire game, Because they wanted to scrap it out, they thought, okay, we may name one character by you and place this barrel there for a little Easter egg. Also, I've made everything up, so I hope you enjoyed this little story. Okay, so back to the topic. We are going to see Kira. Kira, one of our great friends that I hate with really, really, really big passion. And this is because this is one of the sorcerers that may do really bad things in the game, which is waiting for her. And we don't want to wait in a speedrun, right? So if we go too fast, weird things happen, including the fact that I have to go backwards. Sometimes the game soft locks, really, really bad things. So I don't think actually we'll talk about it. As long as the speedrun goes fine, I think we should be okay. So this is Kira. I hope you enjoy her looks, because we won't see much of her, I hope, at least, because there is one quest that we do with her and then we never hear from her ever again, because she will die. Spoilers. Actually, no, she won't. She only dies if we don't do next quest for her, but this is speedrun, so rip Kira, I guess. Also, first things first, we actually have to help her with rats, because she is afraid of rats, the first big enemy. I'm going away from her because I'm out of combat, and if I'm out of combat, my stamina regenerates faster, and if my stamina regenerates faster, I can use my sign quicker. And because I can use my sign quicker, I can destroy the second rat nest pretty fast. So we are waiting for Kira to come, and when she starts going, we can come here to trigger the cutscene. Unfortunately, as I said, we have to wait for her for a couple of times. Also, the ghost was there, but fortunately it spawned away from me, so I don't enter the combat action, the combat mode, let's say. So we actually wait for Kira again to spawn and to come here. Okay, quick enough. So we still have to follow our leads that well, lead us to Ciri, because apparently Wild Hunt is chasing her, and we will meet Wild Hunt right now in this particular ruins, because these little pillars with white figures are messages left from Avalak, the elven sorcerer, for Ciri particularly, sorry for the delay. Also, Golem fight. Golems are really cool enemies in this game, because if you put Earthen Sign, they are really easy to kill. We just smash strong attack, and that's basically it. So we defeated the first Golem of the game. We wait for Kira to start her dialogue, because if we don't, well, we get soft lock, and we have to come back to her, and sometimes even if we come back, nothing happens. Actually, good thing is she teleports right after us when we come here, and this is the segment showing why I hate Kira the most. It's because she's totally a useless sorceress. You may wonder why. Well, these guys were the White Hound, and this is White Frost around us. If I come out of this bubble, I take damage from White Frost. Right now. Snowstorm. It's called Snowstorm, but it's actually White Frost. Kira is supposed to close all of these portals that create this White Frost, or Snowstorm, whatever. And she uses really advanced spell in order to do this, but because I'm a witcher and I use primitive magic that are signs, I can do this better by coming up to the portal, waiting a little bit, and using Earthen Sign, and I close it before her. So she uses advanced magic, doing really weird stuff with her hands, really getting tired and face palming or dabbing, I don't know. Is this a dab? Is this a dab? It kinda is a dab, I don't know. So she dabs on the haters, even though I do most of my job. So yeah, you may wonder why it happens, and it's also still in the current patch. The reason is, these portals appear later in the game, and we are told that we can close them with Earthen Sign with one particular bomb type that I don't know, because I never use bombs for this. I think it's Grape Shot, but Witcher community probably proved me wrong. Oops, that's bad. We've wasted some time because I've placed the wrong sign, but we're actually fine still. So yeah, you can see that I have to wait for Kira for a very long time in order to close this portal, and Hounds of White Frost will come out of this portal, and I have to kill them, because this is basically an escort mission again, really quickly, one after another, unfortunately. But as you may have seen, I just used Quen Sign in order to, well, don't take that much damage from the Snowstorm, and Earthen Sign to close these portals, because I can close them with my very advanced one click instead of waiting for her to actually perform stuff. Also, I forgot that Snowstorm is still there, even though I closed the portal. Right now it's gone, so I can loot stuff. And she did a very great job doing absolutely nothing, that's why she passes out. So yeah, that's why I really don't like this character. I will also meditate here just for safety. Okay. There is a very nifty sequence of keys you can click in order to do the very first fast meditation. And when you cast Sign right after you go out of the animation of meditating, you can skip the part when you try to get up. Also, Kira, can you come here? Oh yeah, you can come. If we come down here quick enough, we can softlock the game because we can't go back up. And if we come down here without Neutral, because this guy is called Neutral, without him being here, we can softlock the game because we can't come back. Kira won't come here, and Neutral won't spawn. Also, because we are Super Witcher, fighting is super easy. We just mash left click. And because I'm a casual gamer that doesn't know how to play games that well, and I speedrun actually easy ones, spamming left click is pretty nifty option as a speed game, right? And it's actually better than spamming left click and every single other button for skipping dialogues in the game. And that's why you use auto hotkey, as I mentioned before. So yeah, neutral fight is pretty quick, as every single fight in this game when you are Super Witcher. I'm just gonna pick this up for safety. She's a sorceress, that's why she teleported right behind me. We'll hear this message, last one for Siri, and we may hear from this that she got in touch with the crones of the Crooked Bog. That's the English name, if I remember correctly. I also have to read books because reading is cool. You know, cool kids read books. But this door, as you may see, wiggle a little, and because it's an illusion, so we can walk right past through. After Kira gave us amulet that allows us to actually go through invisible stuff. So we say we're gonna help her in her quest and then ditch her because we won't see her any more in the speedrun, which is great. Help me? Nope. I doubt that. Doubt. That's why... Oh, quest failed, magic lamp, quest for Kira, Bible thump, or I don't know, whatever emote you prefer in Twitch chat. Also, we right now will try to go to the Crooked Bog, and that involves quite much running, so donation station, it's your time.
Yay! I have lifetime, Mom, I'm on TV. Anonymous donated $50 saying speedrunning on live stream while talking all the way through is really impressive, and yes, you're doing a very good job. Also, we have another $15 donation by Anonymous without a comment, and I'd also like to remind everyone that the donation incentive for the painting is closing in roughly 20 minutes.
Oh, so be quick, guys, be quick.
Yes, so if you want to have a chance of winning that one, the Guardian of the Grave painting, you better make sure to donate within the next 20 minutes.
So be quick, guys. Also, yeah, I talk really much. As you may see, I don't have commentators because I don't need them. I'll talk them anyways. And you may wonder why I work as an esports caster. So talking really much is not a problem for me. So I hope you don't get annoyed. But if I hear donations like that, I guess you are not, which is great. And I like it, and you like it. We all like it. And hope you will like this run even more. But yeah, we found the Crooked Bog, and for some reason there is this orphanage on the Crooked Bog. But this particular man that runs this orphanage behaves really weird. We try to talk about a little guy called Johnny because apparently he's connected to Siri, and she won't tell us anything. But we sneak up to this guy, and then he tells us that Johnny actually exists. It's not an imaginary thing. We actually have to also enable this fast travel point, that's why I went there. So yeah, we are on a quest to find Johnny. I really hope I won't screw the way to Johnny because this happens a lot. Way more often than it should, but I think I should go this way if I remember correctly. I really hope I do. Okay, I'm still good at gaming because his lair is here.
Tracks lead to a burrow.
I'm supposed to follow these tracks that he left, but well, I know exactly where the burrow is, as you may see. I knew it from the beginning. But Johnny's problem is that he lost his voice because of a curse and it's sealed in a bottle somewhere, and we have to find it. But as I said, we know exactly where everything is, so we just go to the place that Johnny has teleported, talk to him, and because we are Super Witcher, we're also good at climbing, so we're just gonna climb a mountain that quick, yay, and find some harpies, and in this nest there is Johnny's voice in a battle. So just gonna kill 3 harpies. There is also a wyvern flying there, as you may have seen. If I come here at the bad angle, she will also come here and I have to kill it, and it's on 18 level while I'm at 6, so it's quite a challenge. In a current patch it would be quite hard, and the old patch not so hard, but still annoying. So good, it's a good thing that we've avoided this particular fight. Now coming back to the bog after Johnny, or not after Johnny, because I know exactly where the bog is, so he'll just teleport after this one fight. Can I go out of combat? Thanks. So we are at the bog, Johnny will sing, this mom will actually tell us something, and look at the dagger. Now is the dagger time. This dagger. You know why this dagger is amazing? Because it's the only animation in the game that cannot be skipped. Why? Don't ask me, ask the devs. But yeah, this dagger they've put so much time in doing this dagger that we mustn't skip this cutscene. It's just so good. And you know what's even greater about this dagger? You will see it just in a moment. The good thing about this dagger is that it's so amazing that we see it twice. In 10 seconds, we see it twice. So clap for the dagger. Yeah, this dagger is amazing. We won't see it ever again, but shout out to the dagger. So, back to the speedrun. And right now, there is some ghost that probably haunts the village, and we're supposed to kill it because we are witchers, so it's a witcher contract, so we should be fine with it. Also, where I'm supposed to go, I've lost the way, that's bad. But there should also, my legs just disappeared for a second. Oh yeah, it's here, I just went a little bit too far away. There is a werewolf, but I can skip fighting him just by going around. I went around a little bit too far, but that's okay. I also have to loot these 2 boxes. You may wonder why. The reason is I need to collect 1,500 of crowns during this run. Oh, okay, maybe even more. Because I also need to pay for some stuff on the way in order to talk with NPCs. But for the most part, there will be one point in the game that I need 1,500 crowns. Also, sorry for the volume, but some enemies are just not well scaled. I have to wait here for my out of combat animation to go out, so you just know, punching the air, waiting. Geralt, please. Can you go out of combat? Geralt. There's nothing to be afraid of anymore. You're just punching the air. You're just punching the air, Geralt. Never mind then. Oh, there was actually an enemy. Okay, that maybe. You followed me from the entire. Whoa. That has never happened before again. Okay, this Endryaga has followed me for the entirety of the cave, even though I was that fast. Okay, I thought the Endryagas despawn after you kill the tree, but apparently they don't. Or this one don't. This one really loves me, so I had to kill it. And now another series segment. In order to perform the segment, I have to mash space, and that's it. So I have no idea why the segment is here. Just mashing space. I mean, it's not even a speedrunning trick. I just mash space, and that's the entire segment. Mashing space. They could have done something better here. I don't know, a fight or something, because most of the series segments include a fight, but this one is just mashing space. So that's why I really don't like the bog section, because it's the dagger and the space mashing. But for now, we've actually finished the first act of the game, and we are 41 minutes in. That's actually not that good time, but we're gonna go with it. We're gonna come back to this place. So if you miss Baron, we will come back, because as you may have seen on the right side, we still have to report about what has happened, because apparently this granny that's running the orphanage is actually his wife that got away and lost her mind. And right now she's in the pact with the crones. Lore. I won't spoil it. Also, right now we have to get to Novigrad. We can either pay the guard to go let us through the bridge, we can do a quest for the guard to let us through the bridge, or just swim through. So, guess what's the fastest way to go to the Novigrad? You just swim through. Actually, there is... Oh, I didn't know actually guarded treasure was here. I have to follow this tower. Okay, that's my reference point. I was afraid a little bit because those trees were covering my side. But this tower is my reference point. I'm just gonna grab some fast travel points on the way, and I hope I won't get lost in Novigrad, because that's one of the things I always do during a speedrun, which is getting lost in Novigrad, because every single part of the town looks exactly the same, but hopefully I won't get lost. Also doing this contraband stuff right here, looting it as well, because I need money. Money is important. 1500, as I said. I used to go for 1300, but I also buy one more thing because apparently it's faster and actually saves like 30 seconds. So right now we are in Novigrad, so yay, Act 2 has started. So we have to do an introductory cutscene, which we're gonna skip entirely, so we won't actually know what happened in Novigrad, and that's good because people are dying on the stakes, as you may see. Good friends of ours, so yeah, good thing that we won't see it. Also, wrong door, this door. We're supposed to find Triss here because apparently Triss is here. So I'm just gonna talk with these guys, then find Caleb Menge. You don't know what Caleb Menge is, it's this guy. This conversation with Caleb Menge is only here just for us to hate him, and this is a good thing because we kill him later in the game, and we will actually see it. So yeah, good, well put segment of hating him so that we can actually kill him without any restraints, like, yay, we actually killed a bad guy because he's stupid, we don't like him. We skipped the dialogues, so you may not like him, but trust me, he's a bad guy. Don't like him. Don't like Caleb. Caleb is a bad guy. But right now we met Triss. Yay! Hi Triss. How is it going? We haven't seen you for like 40 minutes. If you have played last game, she actually was in the last game of Witcher, because this is Witcher 3, as you may imagine, and there are 2 games in Witcher. Yennefer was the first time. Yennefer and Ciri are first time appearing in this game, but Triss was basically all the time with us. So right now we have to retrieve a parcel for Triss, because apparently in Redania, because we are right now in Redania. In Redania, sorcerers and sorceress, sorry for butchering names, but I don't actually know the plural form of this, so I'm just gonna say sorceress. Sorceress in Redania are pretty much screwed over because they are burnt at the stake, as we have seen in the introductory cutscene. So they have to hide and do little quests. For example, right here we have to erase some rats from this warehouse. And we are helping Triss right now, but watch out, it's actually a trap if we eradicate this warehouse. Yeah, that's I said the word 5 seconds ago and I forgot it already. That's why talking fast is not actually that good. We are in the warehouse, we have chit-chat with Triss about how's it going. Yeah, we're cool, bro fists, and oops, it's a trap actually. So we have to kill the guys, witch hunters, because Triss actually is a sorceress, but they call it witches. But fortunately we are here with her. So also this was a mega jump again. Fortunately we have a ceiling that we can grab onto and not fly into the air. Mega jumps, as I said, become a thing where Geralt comes at a very specific angle on the I don't know, goes into a collision on a very weird angle. That's the thing. But I'm gonna add some skills and go to another quest. So there is some time for some donations.
Very well, we have another $25 donation by Anonymous saying, "Dude speedruns his commentary too. What a legend." And we have a $15 donation by Knomesta. I hope I didn't butcher that name. I usually do. Here are some coins for a good cause, and thank you very much for the entertaining run.
Thank you for kind words, and I hope I stay entertaining, as you say. So right now we are going to do another quest for the Oneiromancer. If you don't this particular word, don't worry, I didn't know it either before I started playing Witcher. Oneiromancer is a kind of person that sees past in her dreams. Yeah, that kind of works. And past of a particular person that says to her that, well, dream about it, and I'll tell you my story and dream about it, and she actually dreams about it, so it's kind of a cool thing to do. So we have to... but she's possessed or something right now, so we have to find a way to help her, because this house is supposed to be haunted, but fortunately it's not haunted just Godling, yeah, that's the name of this creature. Godling is just screwing around with Corinne, which is our Oneiromancer and the owner of this house. By the way, the Johnny that we've seen before, he's also a Godling, so yeah, that may be the reason why he was looking weird. But yeah, Corinne has waken up. We got a pact with Godling that okay, I won't kill you or something. I will let you stay here and tell this guy that this house is haunted and we can't do anything. But just stop messing with Corinne because I have to do stuff with her. Because I need to find Siri and she can dream about where Siri was as she came to Novigrad. So yeah, we are gonna do exactly that. Going into stuff as a Witcher is actually quite hard. Also, I have no idea why people think that putting candles everywhere around the person that we are supposed to talk to is a good idea, because the exact key designed for interaction with people is also interacting with like a candle to light it up on fire, and pretty much no one uses it in the game, so I have no idea why is it there, but yeah, if you have played the game, and many viewers I think did, you know what I'm talking about. You for sure know what I'm talking about. And right now, think about it in a way that it's really hard to control Geralt, and it happens even more often. So yeah, feel my pain. But for now, we are gonna meet another character from the Witcher Merchandise, which is Zoltan. Hey Zoltan, how's it going? We have to beat some peasants, and this fight is going really bad because, you know, we are super Witcher, very trained, much stuff, pretty good fighter and sword master, but for some reason some peasants can block our attacks constantly because they have stamina bar, and even though we are trained Witchers, they can block our attacks. Why is it happening? I don't know. The combat, if it isn't a thing, the combat would be really easy to do. That's for sure. But the fact that they can block your attacks that easily is just annoying, really. I don't know if it's actually fixed in the later version of the game, but just to remind you, I'm playing on 1.06, which is a very early version. This game is from 2015, and this version is also from 2015. But yeah, right now we are going to find Dandelion, our friend, another friend from the Witcher Merchandise. Yeah, so we grab some family on the way. We have to find Dandelion because, well, as you may notice, he's in trouble. He's always in trouble. Like, why we are friends with him, I don't know. He's always in trouble. But yeah, still a lovable character. But yeah, Dandelion is in trouble, and he was the last person that saw Ciri in Novigrad. And that's why we have to go through his tracks. And who would have thought Dandelion just screws around with girls in the entire city and just flirts with everybody. So we have to talk to these girls and retrieve information from them. And the best way to retrieve information is beat the hell out of them. As I said, violence isn't good, but for some reason this girl enjoys it. I don't know. You raise conclusions. I just talk about what I see, right? You go into conclusions. We will talk to another girl here. Nope. I've clicked a very wrong thing, so I will lose a lot of time. I was supposed to click 1 and 2, not 2 and 1, and that's why I have to teleport to the mansion of Vegel Boots, I think that's the name. So I have to find a signpost and hopefully go there by foot. I would get teleported with these guys that I've talked about right now, but unfortunately, I have no fast travel points here. So yay, we have a very long walk ahead of us. I hope you like very long walks with a Super Witcher. Fortunately, we are, well, Super Witchers, so it shouldn't be that bad. Also, yeah, I can grab some contraband down the way. So yeah, that's the word, contraband on the way. So we should be fine with money. But yeah, I screwed this up, so sorry. But yeah, I try to talk speedrun and also choose proper dialogue options when playing the game. So feel me. I have excuses. Do whatever you want with them. So yeah, we should be closing in to the residence, hopefully, soon-ish. Oh, I can actually... I should unlock this fast travel point later in the game, actually, when I was going out of the residence, but if I unlock it right now, it saves me some time, so we are not that far behind. So yeah, we are now in the residence, so let me just climb here to talk with these guys. Geralt, please, come up. Actually don't know the proper way here. Oh, stairs, yeah. We can sometimes use stairs. Stairs are also a good resolution. So yeah, we have to talk to Molly also. Mega jump, yay! This time it works, and I actually wanted to do this. So yeah, mega jumps are a weird thing and happen in on very weird occasions on particular objects. I actually don't know exactly how it works. I haven't researched it yet, but they are cool looking. Even though they lose time, they are cool looking. So we are going back to Zoltan. Also, not to Zoltan yet, to Vespula. Vespula is another girl that we are supposed to meet. You may wonder why I know her name, because I run this game and she's one of my splits names. Usually she's not that important. Unfortunately, we won't meet Elihal. We won't meet Elihal, and I don't know actually how it's pronounced in English. We won't meet Elihal, and that's bad because Elihal is a cool character, and it's the best girl out of those here. Let me tell you. So that's a really bad thing that we won't meet her, but yeah. We have to meet only 3 girls, and these were the fastest ones. So sorry, Elihal, we have too much to talk. We will talk to you maybe in the 100% speedrun. That I don't do because it takes 20 hours to go. Yeah, these are a thing, but there is only one guy in the entire world that does this. It's Aliatus, and he's crazy. So shout outs to him. And why I cannot do this? Now I can. Okay. So shout out to Aliatus. He does 100% runs of this game. Why? I don't know. He's a madman. Ask him. Also, Priscilla's song. We all love Priscilla's song. Great song. 10 out of 10. Great. I would clap, but I have to mash buttons. So yeah, great song. I really loved it. You can hear claps in the game, so that's a thing as well. It really touched me. Great song. It actually is. I'm just joking around that we skipped it entirely. Also, Lodi, please don't crash. Okay. This game can crash because we are not supposed to be super Geralt. Also, going through backdoors is cool, so we are gonna do this. And now we need another character from the Witcher's merchandise, which is Diskra. But I really don't like him, nor should you like him, because he's a jerk. But we have to do business with him because apparently one of the guys in the Novigrad gangs, because Novigrad is ruled by gangsta right now, and one of the gang leaders is actually Diskra, and going by the name Ziggy Royven. One of the other gang leaders in the city has actually, met Ciri. And we want to meet him and talk to him kindly about where Ciri is now. And by talk to him kindly, I mean kill him, but before we actually drag information out of him. This is actually a decent fight because we have to fight with a really bad weapon, because we are forced to get it for some reason. We cannot choose any weapons, even though every character in the cutscene chooses weapon, and there are still some weapons that we can choose from. We could choose from, but we cannot because girl just picks random mace from the ground, and that's fine. So yeah, we get some information about this guy that met Ciri. His name is Horsan Jr. You may wonder why he got this name. He's a jerk. He's a jerk. Also, rip headphone users again. Sorry for saying it later, but yeah, speedrunning. I go fast, so I may forget about things on the way. And now another CSI criminal investigations of Novigrad this time, because we have to do some stuff for Diskra, and dialogues I really like to loop, because I do many things at once as Super Geralt. Kill some guys. There is poison spread around here, but I have antidote for it, so I should be fine. So this, as I said, Geralt is really good at investigations, so this investigation is also over. We found 3 things that we're supposed to find. Sorry, just going back to report it to Diskra. I had a run that has died because I forgot to actually come back to Diskra and talk about it, and because of that I couldn't progress the game. So yeah, routing in this game is really finicky, because we try to do as many things at once as possible. If some quest is close and the other one starts at the kinda same location, we do both at once, let's say, because we can do this in Witcher. There is one setup that can glitch the game, but I will talk about it when we come to it in the late game, let's say. But for now on, we'll continue. We are going to the casino owned by the jerk that we're supposed to look for. We are going to the Margrave Henkel's house right after this, but first of all, we have to beat up some goons, because we like beating up some goons, and we kill them so fast that they don't even react and just die standing in place in idle animation. That's how fast Super Witcher is. as you can see, he really wanted to pull out the crossbow, but I was just too fast. Also, as you can see, I'm pulling my sword back and forth, and the reason is, if Geralt goes on a walk for a little while, just a little while, he pulls his swords down, and when I want to fight people when I don't have my sword out, Geralt really likes to punch people, and punching doesn't do much damage, and after I punch a person with a sword once, I get stunned, so I really don't want to do this, so in order to have a precaution, I just, you know, put my sword back and pull it out again so that Geralt won't do it randomly for me. So we are going to the place that is owned by this Henkel guy. We have to open the doors by using art sign, and we have to wiggle our head. Because that's important. I cannot skip this animation. This is how Geralt investigates stuff, just by swinging his head.
It's absolutely excellent. Startling bouquet.
Can I put this here? I know what I'm supposed to do. Okay, I have to wait for the dialogue, and so that's unfortunate that I've pulled the. Can I take this? Can I take this? Yay! I've actually taken stuff. Read the letter, and yay! They spawned right in front of our eyes. So we are talking to this crab because he knew we were here and we want to investigate here by ourselves. So we talked to Tris because we have a trap set for Menge. You know, the guy that was supposed to be a bad guy and we're supposed to hate him? Yeah, we are now killing him because he's a bad guy and we kill bad guys because we are a good guy. So we are supposed to be here. I'm here too late because I'm here too early. It's 11 p.m. in the game. That's rare. I actually am too late here, so I had a really good timing. It's actually 1 hour into the run. Okay, whoa. I didn't know I can talk that much. But we have still another hour to go at least. So yeah, we are going to the manga guy and we are setting a trap for him. That is, we are taking Tris with us and saying, "Hey, we found a sorceress that you're looking for so much. You know, take her for money and torture her as we talk with you." And why Tris is tortured? She's tortured that bad that she just blows our cover and kills a bunch of goons, and right now she also killed Menge. Yay, Menge is dead! Bad guy is dead. That's cool. We have not so much information about stuff that we're supposed to know, but we have just enough that we can handle it with everything. So yeah, we've talked with Tris. We can actually go out, of course, using our cheeky ways, and we talked with Diskra again because Diskra just appears just from nowhere. Always when he's not needed. Fortunately, we won't speak with him like ever again. No, actually we will in the end game. Sorry, misinformation. We will speak with him in the end game, but he will be a coward and we can shove him off on the side. And that's the dialogue option that I really like to pick, even though it doesn't either save or lose time, but I just really want to pick it. What I'm supposed to do now, I'll keep forgetting. We'll just open the journal. Oh yeah. You know, we are meeting very big amount of old faces. We are going for another one. Another one is Vernon Roche. Yay! Vernon Roche from the second game. You know the cool guy that's from Temeria, but Crabray, Temeria is gone in this game. So he's hiding and he waits for the opportunity to restore his country. I have to walk into his hideout very slowly in order to trigger this cutscene, because if I come there too fast, that's really a fun fact. If I go in here too fast, the guards of this hideout will treat me as a hostile enemy. And what they do to a hostile enemy, they insta-kill him. So if I would come here too quickly, even though I'm a good guy and I'm supposed to kill Vernon, no, talk to Vernon, I would be killed instantly by his goons. And I would imagine a dialogue like, who have you killed? Oh, just there's some random guy with silver hair, and Vernon looking at it. What is Geralt doing here, and why did you kill him? But fortunately, it didn't happen. And right now we are talking with Redanian King, Radovid. Yeah, hey, Radovid. Hey, Radovid. Can we kill Horson Jr.? Yes. Okay, thanks. And that's basically it. Also, this is skip made by me. I hope I can do it this first try. Of course not. This skip I found like yesterday when I was practicing. Please, just stand in place. It's really finicky, especially when we are Super Geralt, because controlling it is not that easy. Yay! First try! First try. You may wonder why I did this. The reason is I should go around the whole mansion and talk to the guys, then retrieve their keys, then open the gate, then come through the gate. Also, I have my finishers turned off, but for some reason this area is glitched, and it triggers finisher moves even though they are turned off, and because of that my camera just is weird for a second. But it comes back to normal, fortunately. But yeah, I have no idea why only in this area, but it's the only area in the game that these are forced to be on. So this is Horson Jr. Yeah, we beat the crap out of him again, and then we go into another series action. Right now she's escaping because oh no, she's not escaping. She will escape into later one. Right now she tries to rescue one of her friends, Dudu, and that is locked in the mansion of Horson. So we will fight with Horson and his goons, and we will meet the worst enemy of the Witcher. I said it was doors. I lied. I forgot about one thing. You know, if you fight a trained Witcher, what's the best thing you can do? You can run away. Nah, that's we have some balls. We can do something more courageous, right? So fight him, fight the Witcher. Well, he's better than you, so you will probably die, like Horson over here. So what you can do is grab a shield, and that's it. Because enemies with shields, oh boy, these are just terrible. Because if you hit a shield, you get stunned for just a second, and you deal no damage. And this particular guy here has a shield, and he's backed up the wall. So it's really hard to kill him, and Ciri also... Oh, he killed him like second try, so that's great. Also, Ciri really likes to switch between characters that she's aiming at for right now. Also, they are blocking like crazy, really. You are just some goons and I'm a trained Witcher. Again, a problem that I still have a problem that I have a problem with. Yay, let's go with it. It sounds worse than I think it was, but okay. So yeah, we're killing Junior now. Yay, the bad guy is dead again. Also, don't look at the gore scene because it's bad. We are coming back to our super Witcher state, and as soon as we get out of here, there are some Redanian soldiers waiting for us, and they will grab us and basically make us talk to Radovid, the king of Redania, and Radovid say, well, good job, you did well with Horson that I protected, but I now stopped protecting because you want to kill him, so I will just stop randomly protecting this guy. But I have a deal for you. I helped you, but you have to help me find this particular sorceress. And we say no, and he said, well, okay, when then you won't find her. And that's it. We never see Radovid again, hopefully. So we are doing another quest right now, and this quest is for Priscilla. You like stage plays? Because right now we are doing a stage play. Because we have now found where Dudu is, the guy that we're supposed to rescue. He's a Doppler. So we are trying to make a play that he will attend because it's about Dopplers, and he will be interested in this. And perform it. But first of all, we have written the scenario, or Priscilla did. We have to also escape through the balcony because that's the quickest way, and we have to find a place to perform it. But fortunately, there is theater right here, just right next to the tavern, fortunately. So we talked to Madame Irina, the owner of this particular stuff, and she says, okay, that's a great script, great idea, but we have to hire some guys in order to control the crowd, because if we don't, well, things may go wrong. Spoiler alert: goons that we hire may make absolutely no difference. The difference that is made, maybe you caught it, but probably won't because I didn't talk about it, and I talk about it a lot. During the script writing with dialogue with Priscilla, we chose every single option number one, except one, which is comedy. If we do a drama, people won't understand it because they are just peasants, so they are just gonna start a fight, and we have to do another fist fight that is just unnecessary. But if we do a comedy, they will laugh even though they don't understand at all what is happening, but they will laugh. So if someone wants to do bad stuff, well, he gets stopped because people say, well, this is funny, stop doing stuff, and they stop doing stuff. But right now we are choosing cast, but for good reason. The best cast possible in this particular play is chosen by clicking won the entire time. And right now I actually have to focus to do the proper order of my lines, because I also play in this play. English is great. I play in a play. Couldn't you have the other word for that? It's actually important for me to choose the correct dialogue lines, because at the end of this particular dialogue, I get money for my performance. And if I perform well, and I don't forget any lines, not a single mistake, as she said, and if I don't make mistakes, I get more money. And as I said, money is important in the run, because we are really close to finishing Act 2, or actually Act 3, because Act 1 was White Orchard. And also, the game officially has no acts. I just say that Act X has ended because I feel like it, because it's divided into a couple of areas, and I like to call them acts, and that's it. So, yeah, acts. So we recovered 20 crowns for the play. It's actually important. You may say, you need 1,500, 20 crowns won't do a difference. When during one of my practice runs, I needed, as I said, 1,500 crowns. I had 1,503. So, yeah, this is actually quite tight in order to get. I'm gonna mark this place on my map because I keep forgetting where to go, because the points I follow in order to get there, I forgot a word for some reason, but it doesn't matter. You know what I'm talking about. The points I follow in order to get there are not that great, and because of that, it's better for me, and especially in the marathon run, to just mark it on the map and then go get him. Because we are gonna to see Dandelion, because he's locked here. We are talking to these dwarves. They say that there's one witch hunter that is here and they don't like him, so we're gonna kill him. And he's actually torturing Dandelion. Oh, he wants to torture Dandelion. Unfortunately, he won't start it. And also interacting with things that are on the ground as a super witcher is just really terrible. So as you may hear, witch hunter is actually there. So we're just gonna kindly come up, talk to him. Yes, no, say hey, what's up? You know, die. That kind of stuff. So hey, bye. And this is Dandelion, yay, another person from the Witcher cast. So we are talking to him, and another retrospection of him and Ciri. Fortunately, this is a quick one, because Ciri is a speedrunner as well, as you may have seen in the mash spacebar section. And this section is actually the same, mash spacebar. But at least at the end, we have a fight. And for some reason, they say, grab a horse and ride through here with a horse, but we can just dash through here, and it's perfectly normal, and it's even faster. And it's not a thing in the version of the game, it's just every single time Ciri can just dash, because she has like infinite number of dashes for some reason. And, well, yeah, we can just dash through our destination, and I don't know why they put the horse there, just to bait us out. So we are just gonna try to kill those guys and not be blocked by them. Actually, this is kind of a good fight for now. Never mind, blocking. But he has no stamina, okay. This went okay-ish, but yeah, this is the end of the Ciri segment, and Dandelion says that she's gone to Skellige, so we are going to Skellige. And because we are going to Skellige, we need money, because going to Skellige costs 1,000 of crowns, exactly 1,000, and we also need 500 for 2 maps that we buy on Skellige, because I didn't mention it. We can unlock fast travel points in 2 ways. We can either go there and see the fast travel point and then go back there, or we can buy a map of the area, and in this way we can unlock them even though we weren't even there. Right now I won't use my AHK, because if I hold it too quickly I may buy stuff and that will screw up my money. And so I'm just gonna mash space right now and hopefully get enough. Bless RNG that I actually have enough money. We have more than enough, okay, 1587. So yeah, we're good with money! Money! About money, donate to the cause. Yay, that was a nice plug, I'm proud of myself. I will pat myself on the back. That was a really good plug. So yeah, this is the captain of the ship that we are paying for the cruise. Unfortunately, we are attacked by pirates, and we are approached by a storm, and we are getting demolished by storm. Our ship sinks. This kind of stuff. So I may throw it to the donation station to give us some messages.
Yes, I was actually not prepared for this. I would just really like to point out the bid war once again for the ending of Witcher 3, because
exactly.
Currently saving the frames is roughly $600 behind.
Oh, that's rough. That's rough.
And I am sure hardly anyone wants to lose those frames. So if you want to see, I mean, the game's fast, the commentator is faster, and let's make it even faster. So make sure we're saving those frames.
Exactly, I would really like to save frames, you know, speedy McFast, this kind of stuff. So yeah, we're going to the merchant over here that sells maps, and we have enough. But again, I really want to be cautious about what I'm buying and what I'm clicking, because if I buy something wrong, I may have not enough money to actually buy those. But I can grab them, read them too. Actually, we could only use one map, and that would be more than enough. But one of them unlocks one fast travel point and one only, and it saves roughly 10 seconds of swimming. But we'll talk about it later. And one unlocks every single other point that we need in this run, because for some reason one map is more than enough. So we are going to the party. You know, party about. Current king died. Yeah, we're throwing a party, and they actually do throw a party, because that's how Nordic guys do. We are in Sweden, so it's kind of relatable. I don't know how you do this here. I don't know if it's still a thing or if it's different now. I may ask someone later, because marathon is not ending yet. But yeah, for now we are going to the party, and we're gonna meet some guys, including Yennefer, because Yennefer, we got split with her because she said she's going directly to Skellige, and we said, well, we will investigate every other location before we go here. We actually can come here earlier, but we have no money in order to do so. So we actually follow the game how the developers intended to, with a slight optional kind of stuff, because we didn't actually finish Act 2 in Velen, as I said, because we still have to talk to. Calm down. Okay, I have to choose this option because if I don't, well, I engage an unnecessary fist fight. Because people here are also very, very eager to fist fight, because it's Skellige, and Skellige is very eager to fight like anyone. And that will be needed in the later part of the game, but not now. Unfortunately, or fortunately actually, because we don't waste time. So I forgot what point I was making. Oh yeah, we will come back to Velen, because after the Skellige part, that will take like 10 minutes only. After the Skellige part, we will also have to come back to Velen, because apparently Yennefer, can you come here, because I have to hit this trigger. Appreciate it. Yennefer, can you come here? You know, triggers, stuff. Yennefer, can you not teleport in front of my eyes? Yes? Okay, sure. What's wrong? Game? Okay. Okay. I'll take it. I take this. Right now we are hallucinating, so more fighting and more left clicking like crazy. So back to the topic of going back to Velen. After Skellige, there is a short period of time that we have to come back to Velen to talk to one particular guy. You may know him. He's called Uma. If you've played the game, you know who I'm talking about. We have to meet Uma in Velen, but before we meet him, we can finish Baron's quest, do the rest. Also watch this. Hallucinating right now. I'm going back up. This happens because every single animation of Geralt is sped up, because we are Super Witcher, including the one of him fainting. And because he faints quick enough, then the fade out isn't there yet, he just wakes up from it immediately. So that's actually quite funny. I'm spamming it so I can do this as fast as possible. Also, I will need a volunteer from the crowd, because there will be strat incoming that is really hard to do. Who's here? Okay, simple unit, welcome. I will need you to do one thing. Hello guys, this is a simple unit. I need you to do one thing after I kill this elemental, okay? I need to kill him. And I need you to do one thing, okay? Just sit here. Just sit here, okay? Just sit here. Just sit here, okay? Okay? Just sit here. I have to one thing with you, okay? You ready? This is a keeper. You ready? You ready? You're more than ready. Okay, okay. It's cool. Are you ready? Because the thing you have to do is coming right up. Right. Yeah, any second. Yennefer, please, don't fail me. Any second. You have to do nothing. Thank you. Good job. Yeah, that was a segment that we were supposed to do absolutely nothing, because we are supposed to get poisoned by the trap that was set in this guy's laboratory, Hermion's laboratory. Well, instead of finding our way out, we can just wait for Yennefer to just teleport us back. I don't know why she was struggling with it, and that's actually the fastest way to get out. I don't think there's other one, actually. I haven't played the game casually for a really long time. But yeah, the thing is, we have to do absolutely nothing for a while. So I thought, well, we can do a co-op run right now. It's officially run invalid because it's a co-op run, right? Because
I did nothing.
But you did nothing for me. I'm supposed to do nothing, but you did nothing for me. That's why it's a co-op run, and it's invalid anymore. It's invalid from now on. So sorry, chat. It's invalid. But if you want to save Siri, we can still finish it, you know. But I know you want to save Siri, even though I don't want to because it's slow. But I still have to tell you, you've killed the donation incentive. I did it just for shits and giggles because, well, I can do both endings, so it's fine. But the fact that before this run, this incentive raised $2,000 itself was just crazy for me, and it's still going because we have like 40 minutes before it's becoming relevant. So make sure to donate for that particular incentive because it's not only for this run, but also it supports our Swedish Alzheimer's Foundation. So if you want to donate for a good run, for a good cause, and feel good about yourselves, you can do this. I appreciate your help, and thanks for every donation you give because you are awesome. We are raised 62,000 right now, and we're going on a really good pace to hit even more. So already I can say thank you, but I will thank you even more at the end of the run. But back to the segment. This is the part that Yennefer may softlock. So just pray, bless RNG that she won't. Please, Yen, don't softlock. We can wait here for a while because it's Yennefer. Yes, we can wait. You can stay here for a while. Yen, please.
What was that?
Thank God.
A magic explosion of some sort.
That's why I really don't like this Yennefer segment because it softlocks or just loses you time for no reason at all. I've thought about some save strats in order not to hit those things, but unfortunately, it's really hard for Yennefer to cooperate with you. I will come back to her so that the dialogue will start.
This is creepy. I don't like it.
Because at one point, when she comes to us, there is a way for her to teleport back, and then instead of running to us, walk again. No idea why, but this is a thing, and this may happen. So in order to make sure that this doesn't happen, for once, actually, I will just go to the place, then come back a little bit for her in order for trigger our dialogue again, and then move forward with the plot. Because right now we are, as you may see, follow series tracks, and at the end of it, we've also. I didn't know Foglet spawns here. Okay, that was weird. I didn't know it spawns here. But yeah, we are going to a conclusion that Siri actually is in Velen. Also, where is Yennefer? Yennefer, are you going? Okay, you're coming. Great. This is actually the part she can teleport, so I have to make sure that she won't. So I'm waiting for her there. So the dialogue, at least one line of dialogue, comes here, and Yennefer is totally fine. So we finished this section, almost, but it still may go wrong. But I hope everything will be resolved quickly. Because this guy was pushed here. Also, I will break my legs in a sec, as you may see. I'm standing on this part of wood that Yennefer will pick up, and well, that's a nice squat, Geralt. Actually, that was a nice squat. I'm a Polish guy, so it's good that Geralt from Polish game actually knows how to squat. Also, that was a weird movement. Okay. So, right now we have finished this quest. Thank Lord, didn't softlock. So right now we are coming to another very funny, not maybe a glitch, but an exploit, because we are going to go out of bounds for a second, because there is out of bounds in this game, and we're going around one invisible wall in order to just totally obliterate the section of the garden section here, because we're supposed to do some logical stuff here, some you know, pulling up some levers in the order, letting an FR in, going through those stairs, but no, I am just gonna jump here, do more jumps, go around this wall. Actually did it first try, it's really hard to perform, so I'm glad I did it first try. And this is the end of the garden section. I'm supposed to get here. That's why you can see 2 circles on the radar instead of 1. I have to find this guy. This is Skial. Say hi to Skial. He won't say anything back because she's dead. He's dead, obviously. But we can necromance him, and he will talk to us about Ciri because he's the last guy that saw Ciri in Skellige. So now another Ciri segment that we can do absolutely nothing. Also, if you are sensitive to +18 content, this is a time for you because boob alert. There will be naked boobs, but yeah. I warned you because we are going to sauna and there will be one shot of it, just 1 shot. But I've warned you, if you are under 18 years old, just pause the stream for a second. I warned you, just to make sure. I actually warned you. Okay, so we have to go to sauna. Skip the dialogue. Close your eyes, kids. Close your eyes. Nothing to see here. Nothing. Nope. Nothing happened. Nothing happening. Nothing is happening. Nothing interesting here. We are simply going back.
I saw nothing.
Nothing was here. I don't know why I said that. I don't know why I said there were boobs. Did someone see anything? No. Obviously, it was cool. But just to be cautious. Right now we are terrorizing the village because I can actually use my sword again and go in combat and dash. I hope I didn't softlock the cutscene. Thank God I can softlock a cutscene because, as I've said, if I dash into a cutscene, I may be in the state that I'm in the cutscene and in the gameplay at once, and because of that the game doesn't really know what to do, so I cannot pick the dialogue options. And if I cannot pick the dialogue options, well, I can't go out of cutscene and I can't go into menu because you can't go into menu when in cutscene. That's why we are softlocked. But yeah, we are killing some Wild Hunt warriors right now. Another guy spawns here, and as soon as I kill this guy, I should go with the plot again. Yeah, exactly. So we've killed enough guys that we can escape. We are escaping on a horse. This is one of the 2 sections of horse riding in this game, because 2 more horse riding in this game, because we rode our precious Roach for the first couple of minutes, because we weren't Super Witcher yet. And we are riding horse twice as Ciri, this time and during a race with Baron, that we are supposed to do in Act 2, but as I said, we are gonna finish Act 2 and Act 5 at the same time, basically. And I think it is Act 5. Actually, maybe I'll stop calling them acts because, well, I may miss some numbers. Unfortunately, our horse is so bad that its stamina is really low, so I have to wait for it to regen. But fortunately, we are around the corner and we should be ready to go. Oh no, 1 more load of stamina, but not enough of weight, just barely not enough. And we can come to this cutscene, and we are finished with Skellige. Another part of the game completed, because we have to end these cutscenes and get out of here, basically. This is the shortest one of them, because as you may see, it's hour and 25. When it was an hour on the clock, we were still in Novigrad, and we are actually out of Skellige, and we are coming to Velen back again, as I told you, because we have to talk to Uma, our precious Uma. And we have to finish Baron's quest and 2 Ciri segments. These are the last ones, if I remember correctly, because right now we will meet Ciri, actually, if I remember correctly. Yeah, these 2 segments, and then the next Ciri segment will be actually played by Ciri. Also, every big transition, unfortunately, we for some reason unequip our crossbow, so we have to equip it back again, and then we can enable our speedrun mode, let's say. So we are coming to Baron. This guy will stop us and say, Baron is in a really bad mood, we cheer him up or something. And we are going to cheer him up. We are going to talk to him and say, we find your wife, she lost her mind and she is in pact with crones. So yay, good for you. You may resolve this because I don't care anymore after I talk to you.
Pure luck in the flesh.
Right now we do the Ciri segment I was talking about, which is horse riding and horse racing. Basically. So this is the only horse race in the game that we are supposed to attend. they are more in the game, obviously, but we are skipping every horse race, and good for me, maybe bad for some viewers, we are skipping every single Gwent match. No Gwent in the speedrun. I actually love Gwent in the game. Nilfgaardian deck is just too OP, and the game is unbalanced as hell, but I still love it. No Gwent playing in the speedrun because we are trying to go speedy, max speed, fast, and that's why we do only things that are necessary. For example, horse riding. So we have finished this race. Obviously, we are superior horse riders, so we go first, and we grab the horse. Also, fade to white is not a great option. No, we won't play Gwent. This is actually quite important because for some reason they put playing Gwent on the first dialogue option. So I'm pretty sure I will misclick it. So just to make sure I am good. Also, sorry for the loud stuff. Also, wow, this is actually great RNG. This is Basilisk. It's basically a reskin of Griffon that we fought before, so Ciri can fight her own Griffon, basically. And Basilisk, 90% of the time, flies into the air in a way that we have to, because Ciri doesn't have a crossbow, she can't shoot it down, so we have to wait for it to come down, or reload a save, so his script gets stuck and he's on the ground again. But sometimes, like 10% of the time, he may be on the ground, so this was actually a really good RNG for us. So yeah, we are grabbing Uma right now, meeting our precious Uma, because we finished Act 2 in a good way. We've grabbed... This is Uma, by the way. Uma is abbreviation of Ugliest Man Alive. And we are going to... Oh, I forgot about this stuff. We have the audience with the Emperor, because we have to talk to him about stuff that we found Uma. We may or may not know where Ciri is. This guy may be even Ciri, so, you know, don't insult him, because he may know something. We know he knows something, but he is cursed. He's cursed to be Ugliest Man Alive, and we have to lift this curse. So in order to do so, we bring him to Kermoren, and so we have some family bonding with the guys and gals in Kermoren. We will do quest for Eskel, for Lambert, and for Yennefer. For some reason, there is no quest for Vesemir, unfortunately. But fortunately for Speedrun, unfortunately for us as casual gamers as well, because, well, another quest would be nice to see some bonding with Vesemir. Some of you may know why. But I'm still ahead of me, and we're coming to Eskel because he's hiding here, playing hide and seek with us. Hi Eskel, how are you doing? What have you been doing for a while? And he says, well, I've been trying to kill this forktail, so I say, well, I'll help. I'm kind of good at killing. Also, some monsters are really loud, and audio levels are just awful in this game sometimes, because flying creatures have really high-pitched audio. For example, Griffon, Basilisk, and now Forktail. We have to wait here for Forktail to come to his lair, because we are not supposed to know where it is, but obviously we are god gamers and speedrunners, so we know where it is. So we wait for him to come here, wait for the trigger, and then we can actually go obliterate him. So yeah, killing Forktail right now. We did it, yay, good job us. I have to skip this dialogue, but I have to be very careful, because when you go out, there is a dialogue that may trigger horse racing with Eskel, and I really don't want to do it because it's a waste of time. So let's just make sure I click properly. We shouldn't. Yeah, we shouldn't horse race because I'm faster than a horse. Like I don't even use it. Also, great thing about current patch about the old patch that is not a current patch is that Roach is gone. Like totally. We use it at the beginning of the game and then ditch it forever. We won't use our horse, and that's great because you know the meme about Roach spawning absolutely anywhere on the map, on buildings, in rivers, on the other side of the river, on bridges, on places we can't basically ride her, yeah, that kind of stuff. So it's a really good way. It's a really good thing that we are not dependent on this RNG, and that's why a difference between. That's one of the reasons why a difference between the current patch and the old patch, which I'm playing right now, is roughly 40 minutes. 40 minutes, but because instead of horse riding, we are running like in the 90s. So yeah, we are grabbing another quest for Lambert, and this is one of the instances that we do both quests at once, because we are supposed to do a quest for Lambert and follow him in order to lift something from a cursed item. Oopsie daisy, I did a wrong dialogue option, so I have to reload the save, but that's not a problem because the game was saved just as we finished talking with Lambert. The only thing that we lose is basically walk up through the stairs and loading screen, so it's not that bad. Also enabling the Super Witcher again. So yeah, I'm supposed to piss Jennifer off because she will teleport me somewhere basically nowhere, in the shithole. Again, wrong. Oh, what am I doing? I'm talking too much. What am I doing? Again, wrong dialogue option. Okay, this time I will actually pick 2. Pick 2. 2 is the correct option, Kaadzik. Just this time you can do this. I believe in you. Okay, another one. Use the crossbow. Come here. Talk to Yennefer.
Not easily forgotten that.
And wait for a second before you actually choose correct option. Calm down. What's on your mind? I won't grovel. And she teleports us in a totally different place, absolutely nowhere. Fortunately, this is the exact place where we're supposed to have a quest with Lambert, so we're just gonna hit the trigger over here under the bridge. Trigger under the bridge. Why is not triggering? Why it's not triggering? Please, game, just trigger. Thank God.
Damn it.
Hit the trigger under the bridge, as I said. So yeah, we utilize the fact that for some reason Yennefer teleports us to the exact place of where we're supposed to be. So we're gonna kill some drowners again, audio levels of this game, sorry for that. One more enemy to kill, which is Bilchhag, okay. That's a name you won't hear often. So right now, it's a classical way to swim in a boat. You don't.
Think I'll stick to the boat.
And that's the great thing about Witcher. They thought about the thing that you won't use the boat with Lambert and you're just gonna swim across by yourself. And Lambert says this line, like, which developer thinks about this? Like, most of the players will just sit in a boat and use a boat, but CD Projekt believed that there will be a stupid guy like me or any other speedrunner that will just swim across, and they made this line specifically for Lambert. That's amazing. But yeah, swimming is faster when you're Super Geralt, and boats are slow even if you are not Super Geralt. Let's go to the cave. Another thing I could screw up is this dialogue option, so yeah, just make sure I won't do stuff. Also, some of the walls here are supposed to be destroyed by art sign, or I can just jump over them because they are low enough. Also, there was an instance of mega jump again, as you may have seen or not. But yeah, we went through the cave, some climbing because Geralt is good at climbing, and mega jumping, obviously. And we are going up high because we have to lift a curse from an item. That's what I'm supposed to do, but I got interrupted by myself. I talk too much, I know. This is another part where we're supposed to destroy something with art. This one will actually do because it's harder to hit the gap. Let me talk, alright? We'll leave our swords.
Think you might have missed your call.
Because we want to avoid fight with those golems. So the best way to actually avoid fight is just telling people that we won't fight, or not people, but golems.
Water, then air.
Lighting them all on fire is actually quite difficult because, well, we are Super Geralt. Also, can Mary, for example, grab me some water because we have to stay hydrated?
Mm-hmm.
Great, thanks, really helpful. I'm really glad I have the audience in the background, so they support me, not only by being here, but by helping me as well. Also, thank you all again for tuning in, because these are just dead hours in Europe, 4:42 on. For some reason, I still have enough energy to perform this. But yeah, back to the run, because we are doing good-ish right now. We got okay. In Polish it's potestyzator. In English it's this. I have no idea how to pronounce it. We have this in our hands.
Getting warmer.
Oh, thank you so much.
Warmer.
It's Podestaquisitor.
There you are.
Okay, thanks. Potesta Quisitor. Can you trigger?
There you are.
The dialogue has triggered, but for some reason the cutscene didn't. But yeah, we actually helped Yennefer because we had to find something that disturbs her portals because she can't. Use the stairs properly, Geralt.
What? What?
Okay. This game has weird physics if Geralt is super fast, as you see. And also, it's a thing that it's an early release. Well, I caught myself many times saying, why is it in this game? They should patch it, and then I realized, oh, I play on the old patch. Well, they patched it probably. Like it's my choice because I played this version. So yeah, I don't blame them. They probably already fixed it. Right now we have to do some talking again, more talking. Then we have to skip talking this time. And we can actually, after this lovely bonding with everybody in the Kermoran, we can actually lift the curse from this ugly guy, ugliest man alive, to be precise, or Uma for short. So we're just gonna grab stuff from the table, L for alchemy or for losers, and we're going to start the ritual because the best way to lift the curse from him is for some reason performing the same ritual as every Witcher goes through, and that's why they have those really weird eyes, and their veins just are weird. They have white hair and pale skin, so most people die from it. But this is not a person. This is elf. This is an elf. This is a guy called Alalak. This is the magician that left messages for Ciri. Oh, I talk too much, so I pressed the same dialogue option several times. But we are going to see Ciri in just a moment. Let me just first grab some skills and equip my inventory again, because for some reason it gets unequipped after this cutscene with lifting curse. So yeah, we are going to Skellige because there is a portal that leads to place where Ciri is held. Also, yeah, that was a quite nice drop, to be honest. Most of the time you die dropping here, but for some reason Geralt decided not to, and that's great actually, because you have barely, not Velen, Skellige, we have barely enough health if we teleport there. If we drop there and do a roll after it, but for some reason Geralt dropped in a weird way that has half of his health, which is great. Though we won't need it that much because we are reaching the point where when we are going to the Isle of Misfits. That's the proper name, I think, if I remember correctly. And unfortunately, to get there, we have to use the boat. But Kaadzik, you've said earlier that boats are really slow and you shouldn't use them. Well, there is a trigger detecting if you are using a boat. And you know why? Because the next cutscene after you enter Isle of Misfits is Geralt swimming on a boat. And that's why they have the trigger there for you to use the boat, because the next cutscene has a boat, and that's the only reason. So enjoy this boat ride. I may throw it to Donation Reader to tell us some things, maybe about the bid war or something else.
Very well, we have a $55 donation by Anonymous. Is there any speedrun category for 100% Gwent?
Not yet, but there are some maniacs that are actually trying to route or do Gwent speedrun of this game. Well, collecting all of the cards will be the most boring thing to do, in my personal opinion. But if they want to do it, they are free to do so. I will support them, and we actually have a Witcher Discord. But I will talk about Discords later on. But you can already, I can give you a sneak peek that if you go to my Twitter, I'm Kaadzik on Twitter, as you can see on the screen again, and on Twitch. Follow me, by the way. On Twitter, I have a pinned message with all of the Discords I am in, especially the one you are interested in. Probably right now is the Witcher one, so you can go there and ask for anything you need to know about speedruns. Right now, don't save the game. I want to go there. If I do something correctly here, I have to turn around the boat and come here again for the trigger. And but the boat is really slow, so I really want to make sure I hit everything properly. So yeah, we saw the cutscene with the boat. We can now ditch the boat because boats are bad. And we can swim again like a normal human person, because, or actually normal Super Witcher that doesn't sound right, but whatever. You know what you know what I mean. Screw boats. We are. You know how many of them got destroyed here. I don't want to share this fate. I want to swim by myself. I'm sure I'll do great. So for now we are the Isle of Mists. Mists, not Misfits. I was close enough. So can you get out of the water, Geralt? This time it worked. Okay. So I hope I will get a good RNG on the Fiend over here. The worst possible. Thank God. Yay. I have to make sure he goes away from here, because he's standing on a particular corpse I have to investigate on. And if he's staying there, I will enter a combat mode, and if I enter a combat mode, this will be bad. So I want to aggro him so that he goes away. And because he goes away, I can actually investigate this corpse. Well done, Kaadzik. I'm proud of myself. As I said, this was the worst RNG possible, but I managed to pull it off somehow. I don't want to fight this Fiend because he would probably kill me. Because as you may notice, I skip most of the quests and do only the obligatory ones, and I'm really underleveled, and I have kind of a bad sword. So if I was to fight a really powerful enemy, for example this Fiend, well, I would have no chance. And you will see this thing in a moment. Oh, I'm in combat mode. That's bad. That's even worse. I may die here. We'll see. I will probably die. Or not. That was close. The good thing about Isle of Mists is that when I click N to meditate and go out of the menu instantly, I have full health. I don't have to meditate by myself, I just have to use the menu, because this is an enchanted island and I can do enchanted things. For example, I cannot meditate by itself, but I can click the menu and I have full health again. That's what I wanted to do before going down and fight those two weird stuffs. I don't remember their English names, sorry. I mostly play this game in Polish. I've picked up English language for speedruns very recently, so I may not know some English names. But yeah, we fought those two ugly creatures, let's say, and I may have died there, but before I was going to go there, I could press N to restore my health, but that was unfortunate because I entered combat a little bit too early. That's why I panicked a little, but we were fortunate enough to not die, and it was great. So now, what's worse than escort mission? Escorting one of the 7 dwarves and the one that actually is sleeping and likes to sleep, and he will sleep on the way. Funny thing to mention about escort missions. You may see that I'm trying to be as close to the NPC as possible. That's because every NPC has its follow radius, let's say, and it's a circle radius, obviously, because circles have radiuses. If you go too far ahead or behind him, he will stand in place and wait for you, even though you are ahead of him. If you stand close enough to him, he will run to you. He will run with you, but you are super Geralt, so it's really hard to perform. You have to tap W in a very specific way to maintain the same speed of the NPC you're trying to drag with you. But if you are too close to the NPC, they will stand in place. This particular one has 2 properties that are screwing everything over with the thing I've mentioned. First of all, if he goes from his running animation to his walking animation, for some reason he stops in place for a second, and that's terrible. That's why I try to be real close to him, and if I'm too close to him, he will stop because he's too close to me. So I really have to perform this correctly, like to keep the distance in a proper way. And second, it's even more terrible for me, is that those radiuses I was talking about depend on the character's height. And this guy is a dwarf. So yay! Fortunately, they've boosted his walking radius, but his running radius is like crazy small. So his walking radius is actually quite normal compared to how small he is, how short he is. But his running radius is crazy slow, and as I said, if he goes through one of these 2 states, he stands in place, and if I'm too close to him, as you may see on the radar, he stands in place. That's why I constantly look at the top right corner of the screen, so that I know if he's following me and with what speed he is following me, so that I know when to press W, even though I'm not watching him from behind right now. So we went through 7 dwarves are complete, maybe not totally complete because one is dead, as we've seen near the Fiend. And Ciri is alive! Yay! Yay! We'll see for how long though. We'll see for how long. But it's up to you because there's a bid war coming. We are still a couple of minutes before we can actually resolve it. So if you have any snipes coming on, you can prepare them like real soon because, well, really soon we'll be going into endgame. Actually, this is one of the endgame missions already because it's Battle of Kermoren. We've rescued Ciri. We said, okay, we were gonna instead of escaping from the wild hunt, we're gonna bait them here and then fight with them. And that's what we're gonna do. But right now I have a very important dialogue to do, so I have to prepare. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1. Okay, there we go. This is actually quite important because it sets up the fight properly for us. I have to equip everything and then prepare myself with adding additional points to the skill tree, and we can move on with the final battle. It's not the final battle in the game, but final battle in Kermoren that we're gonna, I guess, kind of win, but we'll have some losses that you'll see in a moment. First of all, they are already storming our place, so we are just gonna close their portals so they won't spawn that much. We're supposed to... Oh, okay, that was a weird throw, Geralt. But, okay. We are closing those portals. We should be invisible for the entire time, but it's not necessary because we skipped the entire fight. And this is actually a good example of those great transitions I was talking about, those big transitions, because we are constantly switching between playing Ciri and playing Geralt in this particular section. Because it's a big battle of Kermoren, so they want to showcase both characters and their abilities. That's why we'll go back and forth between them. And that's the reason why we have to pull out Crossbow, or not only Crossbow, but other throwables as well a lot. As you can see here, I'm ditching my horse again. Roach, screw you, I'm faster. I won't use you. And I'm coming back to the Kermoren castle. I have to do a really hard trick right now as I enter and skip this cutscene. I have to go right. Fortunately, I did finish it. It was actually difficult because if I do this, if I wait too long, I will actually go into the combat mode. Also, Bible thumbs for Lambert. Lambert is dead, unfortunately. We're supposed to help him with the soldiers that are surrounding him, but it's slow, so we're just gonna leave him to death. So yeah, if you like Lambert, read Lambert, unfortunately. But sometimes we have to make sacrifices for a greater cause, and that greater cause is being fast this time. Also, yeah, this fight I actually understand that they are blocking me because they have long weapons that they can block me with, and they are trained guards actually. They are trained soldiers, so they're blocking me. I'm fine with that. Some random peasants blocking me if they use a mace, I'm totally not fine with that. But this fight was actually quite smooth, so we are going for the last section of the Kermoren fight, which is closing portals again, but this time there are a lot more portals to close. And this is the part I was talking about during Keira section, that we can close portals with the Dimitrium bombs. Okay, this is actually a Dimitrium bomb. Dimitrium bombs and Erden sign. But if we got damaged by fire, as right here, because Triss Marigold is throwing fire at the enemies, if we get into one of those, well, nothing good happens for us because we are getting fire damage, and because of that we can't use our bombs, and if we have not enough stamina, we can't use Erden as well. So we have to wait it out as the fire comes down. But yeah, we finished Kermoren fight. We have some losses. Lambert died, someone else died, but I won't mention who because spoilers. The Lambert one was the one that you've actually seen, so mentioning it is fine, I guess. So right now we are talking about how the fight went, and Ciri is upset. And right now I can mention about the ending, how to set up the ending. Because we do, in the game, we can do 4 activities with Ciri. We can do a snowball fight after the Cormorant fight, which I skipped right now. We can do an additional quest connected to stealing horses that we obviously won't do because it's an additional quest and it loses time. We can destroy the lab that we will be in the future, and it's just picking the correct dialogue option, which is a free option to do. And go into Skjal's grave, you know, the guy that we resurrected and necromanced and we found on the in the Skellige garden, that's where I did the out of bounds skip. You know what I'm talking about. There, this guy. So we are visiting his grave, and in order to get a good ending, you actually need to do only two of those 4 things. I don't know if it's actually more, but we need to do only 2. So as you may imagine, we do the one that is free, which is destroying the lab, and visiting Skjal's grave because it's only a couple of additional dialogues. But this will come in the future. Also, we are Assassin's Creed right now. Yay! So yeah, Assassin's Creed is a total ripoff of The Witcher. Lawsuit is actually being written by me. Soon TM you'll see it. Totally no. I'm terrible at writing lawsuits. Don't trust me. Who spawned? What spawned there? That was weird. I've heard an enemy, but I have no idea what it was. Also, this section. This section is the worst section in the game because right now we are coming into 3 fights, and those 3 fights are the hardest fights in the game because we are heavily underleveled here. We have not that good equipment. We have not enough health even, so I may meditate here, and I will actually. Not this part actually. Why I cannot do this? Why I cannot meditate? Please, game, let me meditate. For God's sake. I actually need health. Like, really, I need health. Because the fight that is coming right now, it's probably the hardest fight in the game, in my opinion. Because this guy can one-shot us, or two-shot us, because we have our Quen sign. And he has 2 attacks, spitting fire, which is good for us because then he won't one-shot us. Also, we cannot be healed, so I'm just gonna eat some bread and hope everything goes fine. So bless RNG because I'm not on full health in the hardest fight in the game. Let's go. This is good, this is good. Good RNG. You may have seen I was mashing my mouse so intensely I actually used both fingers for it. Also, another Assassin's Creed, this time I'm not doing the proper jump of Assassin's Creed stuff, you know, because if I do it, I die. Because when Ciri does it, it leaps even further and she hits the rock on the wall and she dies. So yay, animations. I actually did this in the practice today, like 3 hours ago, so yay. Also another hard fight, the Crones fight. You may know them. These are the ones that were on the bog in Velen. This is actually a hard fight because we are fighting 3 enemies instead of 1, and 2 of them teleport constantly. That's why I'm trying to kill those who teleport as fast as possible. And the Brewess one is the one that I'm probably leave for the last, because I'll leave for later because she's basically immobile. She may teleport too. Also, I'm getting butchered right here. Ciri, can you please move? I may die right now because this fight is going really, really bad. Yep, I probably will die. Okay, 1 down. Yep, I died. This fight was really unfortunate. Most of the time it goes well, but for some reason, during one time I was stun-locked for some reason. I don't know what happened there, but I lost a lot of health on the way. But yeah, this section of the game is one of the hardest ones because it consists 3 fights in a row. 1 was completed, second one not so much. 3 fights in a row that are just terrible. Like, really, I hate them. Because you can easily lose them. And okay, the Geralt one I understand because we are under-leveled, but Ciri doesn't have a level. She's just constantly like this, and I'm playing on the easiest difficulty, so it shouldn't be hard, right? But it is, for some odd reason. Or maybe I'm just bad at video games, I don't know. Blame it on me. But this one is going better a little bit. Also I did this attack even though I didn't want to. Okay, one is down already. Second one near death. Or down. Okay, this one looks way better than before. Can you attack Siri, please? Thanks. Only Brew is left, and she's slow and she's big, so I can just go through her and attack her from the back, getting a lot of crits. Siri, just attack, please. I'm mashing my left click like crazy, and you're just walking around. Whoa, the ragdoll. Okay. And now the third fight in a row.
Imlerith's at the summit. Gotta be.
The fight with Imlerith. You know when I told you that the best way to oh no. Okay, we're fine. Nothing happened. The best way to fight with Witcher is to actually have a shield. Well, this guy listened to me. He has a big shield. That we cannot hit at all. But this fight is going well for now. Okay, the worst segment of the run completed. So now we are going to do some sightseeing because we have this crazy action segment right now. So after a crazy action segment, there has to be like a calming down session a little bit. We have to calm down. And we'll do it by visiting Novigrad again and by doing quests to more of our friends. Basically our sorceress, which is Siri, because she's a sorcerer apparently, Triss and Yennefer, and Avalak, our new friend. So we'll talk to Avalak first, because it's the easiest quest to perform. And it's... The order of them mostly doesn't matter. There has to be some... or there has to be some routing on the way. There has to be some routing down on the way. I forgot how English works. But this one actually doesn't matter when we pick it, so we just pick it first, so we can get rid of it pretty quickly, and we can get more XP for later, because we are level 20 something right now. It's good enough, but still we are underleveled, like heavily. So yeah, we will gonna fight some sand grabs now, and that's actually weird because sand grab is a male verb in. Male form of a verb in English, but in Polish it's a female form of a verb, and so that was messing my mind a little bit when I was playing it for the first time in English, but right now I just got used to it. So some sand crabs will appear right now. Unfortunately, this is one of the instances that Geralt pulls out his sword back and forth again, so I have to bear that in mind and just do it for him so that he won't screw up everything I have.
3, 2, 1.
And a portal will open, so I'm come through here. So yeah, right now we are without Avalak, and this is a section filled with poison gas over here, as you may see. So the thing I'm supposed to do... Oh, that's bad. That's really bad that I've dropped here. And the thing I'm supposed to do is that I'm supposed to go through here... go through here by taking a cover, but I can do it just by being fast and abusing the fact that some of the hills are not steep enough, and I can actually go on them. And right now, there's funny thing happening when Geralt is running through the hills. You may have seen it before, but this is actually quite visible. Well, running in the 90s has one downside to it: your legs break. And this is quite painful to watch. That's why Geralt is moaning right now all the time, because of the legs, but fortunately it got fixed. Or maybe one of them got fixed, second one is still like doing crazy stuff, but yeah, fortunately he's fine, he's doing okay. It was happening during the run, but I wanted to showcase it here because it's wide, so it's quite visible right now. And you may wonder, why are we doing this all? It's because we want to get to Tir Nalia, and this is the tower in the world from which these elves came in. And these elves are basically Wild Hunt, because Wild Hunt are these elves, for example, Avalak and Gels that we met here. And we want to convince him to betray the leader of the Wild Hunt, and he actually does, because we say, you want to die or do you want to betray him? And he says, well, I'm not friends with him anymore, let's just betray him. And we're like, cool, thanks. Eredin will just die really soon. I hope really soon, because we have still half an hour to go. And we have to do some quests. This speedrun is actually quite slow, to be honest, but I'm trying to showcase as much as I can. That's why I'm not at my peak of, let's say, speed, but that doesn't matter. Entertainment is the thing that matters, and I hope I actually bring it to you right now. So we have to do some quests for Ciri right now after we're done with Avalak. So Ciri can teleport as well because she's a sorceress, as you can see. She wants to meet some people that helped her on the way, including this particular guy. You may know him. His name is Horson Jr. The guy we killed before. And you may wonder, we killed him before, that's first, and second of all, why do you want to meet him? Well, as I've told you, there was a Doppler Dudu that we've rescued, and actually he took a form of Horson Jr. so that he can live peacefully and don't be bothered by anyone, and it actually works. And so right now we come to Bea. This is one of another series friends in the tavern, so we're just gonna teleport there. And after that, I'm going to do something out of sequence, because during the quests, during the Ciri quest, I'm gonna start Yennefer's quest, because very near this tavern is another one when Ciri is not Ciri, Yennefer is waiting for me to start a quest. So we're just gonna talk with Bea, random stuff. Yeah, thanks for helping Ciri. Bye. So we are going to go to the tavern where Yennefer is waiting for us. There she is. Also, look at this mug over there. It's most of the time it's just goes all over the place, but this time it was just a little bonk. So that was unfortunate. I feel bad about this. It could have been better. You could have done better, mug. We all deserve better. I expected you to do better, but I guess we can only get the little bonk here. So yeah, we met Yennefer, we started quest with her, but we're gonna finish it later on, and we are going back to the series quest, because the Yennefer the tavern that Yennefer is hiding in, was hiding in, but because she's not there anymore, was kind of out of place. It wasn't conveniently placed for us, so we had to find a way to go there. Fortunately, one of the runners found out that we can grab it when we are going for a quest with Ciri, and that's what we're gonna do. I have to be really careful here, so I'm just gonna press 2 the entire time. This is the only dialogue in the game that I have to press 2 all the time, because we skipped the horse stealing thing that I said about earlier with about Ciri's interactions, and we also skipped the horse race that we are supposed to do with Ciri and her friends. So this guy is really upset about not steering horses, so I'm just gonna beat the hell out of him. Ciri is upset as well, so I'm just gonna say I'm sorry, but that doesn't help anymore. And she's sad, but she will be happy because good ending was winning. I think it's winning still. I hope the bad one would be winning, but for now I probably think that still good one is winning. But you still did a great job of donating for it. I still cannot express how amazed I am. Also, before talking to Tris, I have to talk to Zoltan, and he's here.
Zoltan.
I need to talk with you about help, about freeing Margarita, because we are finding new sorceress for our agenda of fighting Wild Hunt, like final battle and everything. So we're just gonna rescue Philippa Eilhart, which I hate with my heart from the previous game, because she should be dead already, but for some reason she's not. And Philippa I've told already, and Margarita, which is actually cool, but she got in prison, so we're just gonna save her. But first of all, we're going to do a quest that we are rescuing Philippa, and this is one of the examples of why waiting for combat to end is stupid. Because right now we're trying to go as fast as possible to not go into the combat, thankfully. Now this guy has a shield, and that's bad, because it's really hard to kill him if he has a shield. Fortunately, it was quite fast, actually. Now to talk with this Golem, but he won't attack us because we chose the proper dialogue option. And now we fight with Philippa. Philippa will summon a Earth Elemental because we fought many Elementals, or Fire Elemental. Sorry, we fought Earth Elemental already, but not Fire. So there's another one to our collection. And right now we have to go out of combat. Sorry for the sounds, but as I said, levels are not great. So we're just gonna punch the air again, wait for the combat to end, because you have to jump there, and we cannot jump when we are in combat. We can roll only, and we have to jump her in order to get to Philippa. And Philippa says, "Okay, you may not try to kill me if you are so close and you still haven't killed me." When I say "da," that's what I was talking about the entire time. So we got Philippa on our side. Now we're just gonna grab everyone else. Also, I'm lost right now. Yay! So I'm just gonna try to find at least one point, one fast travel point, please, anywhere, because I'm lost, like totally. I don't know why. Okay, we found one. That's great. Right now we have to go to Yennefer. Right now there is a chance that I may softlock the game. I hope I won't, but there is a chance I may softlock the game. Let's just pray again that I won't do it, because I'm a good gamer, right? Don't block me, please, guys. I have to do my job. I'm kind of rescuing the world right now, because if I don't finish with the Wild Hunt, well, the entire world will freeze. So you don't want to fight with it, right? So yeah, this is a tunnel section, and in these tunnels there is a door I have to open with a lever. And if I mash too much on a lever, oh, I have to actually interact with it. It doesn't have the pulling thingy itself. It doesn't have the lever itself. It's a lever, but not quite. So conveniently, there is another one here. So I'm just gonna investigate by this again. And when I'm finished, I can actually pick this up, thankfully, and put this in its place on the second lever here. And I have to be precise and pull it only once. If I use it more than once, there's a chance I will softlock the game and the quest won't complete. But fortunately this happens. This is the wall I'm supposed to destroy with art, but I can strong attack it and it also will work. Now fighting with some ghouls and alguls and other kind of enemies. And now we're trying to rescue Margarita, so that's what we're gonna do. Just gonna walk past these guards and kill these guards, because we really don't like witch hunters. This is the guild that their leader of them was... their leader was Caleb Menge. You may know this guy. We killed him because he was bad. And they are still pissed about it, so we're just gonna, you know, rush their place by doing absolutely nothing. Best guarded place ever. You can't escape this prison. Absolutely. I've just walked past like 10 guards. Oh, I have to... I killed him because there is a key in his corpse, because I forgot to take it. Yeah, spread out so I can move past you. Great idea. Actually good. Camera, please don't screw over me. Right now I actually have to kill those two because they are on my way, and I couldn't open these doors if I didn't kill them. So we have rescued Margarita. We got locked by them again in the cage for some reason. Also, going through those, as I said, it's not really easy, and as you are Super Geralt. And we are escaping pretty much right now. So yeah, everyone say it's so hard to escape from prison. I escaped and I got another person out. So yay, good job me. So Zoltan is here. I said I need to talk to Zoltan because if I talk to him now, he will teleport me to the to his and Dandelion's tavern, and that's where we can continue with our quests, which is the last one, meeting of the Sorcerer's Lodge. And they want Ciri to become one of their members, but we say just Ciri can do what she wants, and that's it. So we are getting prepared to the final act of the game. We are setting sail like right now, basically. I just have to go to the docks and set sail, and that will be it. That will be the final act. Couple of missions. And then the final fight with the Wild Hunt. We had one already in the Kermoren, but this one will be actually final fight with Wild Hunt. With that there is one final glitch connected. I hope it will work because it would be really good to show it off. So yeah, we're going to the final fight. We should be nearing the incentive that we set, which is the bid war. So if you want to snipe it by any chance, This is basically your last resort because we have like 5 minutes to go, and then I will have to close it out. Because I will have to know what actually I have to choose, the good ending or the bad ending. And you will see how easy it is to actually choose between those two. Like, two things amaze me in this game. First one is that how little things we actually need to do to finish it. Like, you can see 2 hours and we are already at the end game. And second of all, how little things we have to do in order to get the good ending for Siri. Not for everyone, obviously, but for Siri. That's what matters, and that's what you are donating for. Because, as I said, setting it up and not setting it up is a difference of 1 minute, let's say. So yeah, we are now in the Skellige again because this is where the final fight is supposed to start. But there's a Novigradian ambush in the Skellige. But we're gonna obliterate everyone, even though some of them have big shields. But that doesn't matter because we are so OP right now that we can just click through them. Even though they are way higher level than we are, mashing is still the way to go. This is the last one. This is one of the longest fights in the game, actually, as you may have seen. Even though we are super girls, well, we have to mash through some stuff, some people. So right now we are trying to collect every single piece of information we need. Fun fact about this bridge in particular, we're gonna teleport to it one more time. And okay, I have to actually go here. Fun fact about it is there is a fast travel point on the bridge, and if you move during the fast travel cutscene, let's say, the fade out and the fade in, there is a chance you will get spawned outside of the bridge and you will fall to your death immediately, right after you travel. And this is your last checkpoint, so you have to come back a little bit. So right now we got some info, because for the most part, if you speedrun this game, is just running around and gathering info about people, and then gathering more info about more people, and then more info about more people. But this is actually really enjoyable when you do it in the old patch, in my opinion, because having Geralt run like this is just crazy, and it's really funny to watch. And that's why I prefer this run over the current patch one, because, well, this adds up to the game and also makes the run pretty short. Also, you've seen some Assassin's Creed actions. I hope I can teach you how to do it in the badass way. You do it like this. Unfortunately, no Assassin's Creed animation because this can happen. But I bonked into the weird flag thing up there, so no Assassin's Creed animation, unfortunately. This also will be faster because Geralt will instantly go into water. But yeah, we do this long fall because we have to do a mission for I forgot the name. The girl that I hate. Never mind. I will get reminded as I see her.
Just one.
Philippa Eilhart, exactly. Philippa, screw you. But I have to do a quest for you. So, not screw you yet, but screw you later. So, we are gonna do a quest for Philippa, or mainly not for Philippa, but with Philippa, because we have to find a sandstone in order to, you know, make Wild Hunt follow us, so that they know where we are, and they can attack us again, but this time we are even more prepared. Also, what the hell was that? Again, game doing really weird things. So I'm shooting this siren down.
Drowners were protecting her. And there's a lot.
Drowners were protecting her? Not so much, to be honest. They have died pretty quickly. Also, I can probably jump over here, yes, before Philippa actually lays down the grounds I can stand on. And I have to fight with this golem. Please, Geralt, move, because he's standing in the doorway, so it's really hard to actually kill it properly. And we don't deal that much damage. Thankfully, there is a sword right behind him that I'm gonna equip right now because it's great. Also, I have another sword. I didn't know that. That's actually better than mine. This section, I hope I won't get lost because it's so easy for me to get lost. I'm really bad at this particular section. So I have to go here. No, I went through here. So I have to go to the left and to the right. Okay. To the left, to the right, and I got into place. Now, to create sandstone, I have to move those 3 mirrors in a particular pattern, and that particular pattern is clicking all of 3 at once. All 3 exactly once. Great logical game. Great, really design. Really great design. But instead of going around and fighting with those guards of the mirrors, I'm just gonna, you know, go around my own way. Can Geralt please go out of combat again? Because you can't climb if you're out of combat because rolling animation, rolling animation is the same key as jumping, and you cannot jump if you are in the combat. We indeed found the sandstone, so that's the end of the quest for Philippa, and I think it's time to actually close the bid war. So can you tell me which ending actually we're gonna do?
Yes, like you said before, sometimes you have to make sacrifices in order to go fast, but there will be no sacrifice. We're going slow. Ciri will be saved.
So we are saving the Ciri. To tell the truth, I was baiting you the entire time. Sorry for that, but thank you for all of the donations. The truth is, I did bad ending exactly once. My PB contains good ending, so because I have no heart to sacrifice Ciri. So thank you all for donating, and you'll actually see a good ending, and I hope you enjoy it because I will try to not interrupt the cutscene. I will talk over it, obviously, but I will try not to interrupt it because the cutscene plays after the timer ends, so that's good for us, right? There's another golem fight here, but this time it's actually a quick one. We're supposed to fight here with Ciri, but we are quite fast. I will show you in a sec how to set up a good ending when you are speedrunning, because I'm the only one, again, in the world that does good ending for speedruns, because others just like to go fast and I like to go for lore. So yeah, we go to here, we talk to this girl, it's here. So right here we choose go for it, and Ciri destroys this lab, which is Avalak's lab, the elf guy, you may remember him. And right here, and that's the first one, that's the first out of two. And right here we say that we'll go with her on the Skjal's grave, and we're just gonna mash through some dialogues, and that's basically it. We have now completed good ending. That's it. We're just gonna mash through some dialogues, do absolutely nothing. And now we are guaranteed to have a good ending. There's one more minor thing to do. At the end of the game, we just have to say good luck to Ciri, and that's it. And Ciri will remember. Ciri, during the final fight of her versus everything bad in the world, will remember that we did some good things with her, and we said good luck, and that's why she will prevail and survive the bad things that's supposed to happen to her during that inner and outer fight. So one final thing before the actual final fight that we have to do, we have to talk to Emperor about helping us with the final fight. I'm going to do this very sneaky way, as you see, like I'm very sneaky like right now. The sneakiest man in the world. So we are gonna climb here. Here talk to the Emperor and tell him, well, Ciri is nearby, you gotta help us, just free this sorceress from prison, which is Fringilla Vigo, and can you give us some soldiers for the final fight that you will sacrifice for sure? And he said, okay, no problem, yes, because Ciri is here. So that's why we have everything, and final fight is right now. We are coming really close to the game, to the end game, and thankfully I will be underestimate, at least I hope so, because I think I should finish it under 10 minutes, but we'll see how it goes. So right now we have this last series segment of the game, if I remember correctly. Yes, this is the last series segment of the game. And this one is in particular... Oh my god, it's so loud. Can Tech turn this down a little for me and for the crowd? This would be great. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Because there is this fight with Karantir, if I remember correctly. Yeah, with Karantir. And to perform the glitch, I have to attack him round 3 times. Waiting for teleporting, then 1, 2, 3 times. Oh, I may not got it. I may have not got it. I didn't get it. Unfortunate. If I hit him 3 times and then again 3 times, he will softlock and stand in place. Unfortunately, I hit him once before I actually hit him 3 times. The reason why it happens is that if I hit him 3 times, he does a roll animation, and if he dies during this roll animation, for some reason his corpse glitch and he stands in place and he has a hitbox. So that's good for us because he doesn't teleport all over the place like he did now. But it was a really good fight, to be honest. Usually he is more of a jerk, but fortunately we are on a really good pace right now. It's obviously not my PB, not a world record, because my PB is 2:14, but we are on a very, very good pace compared, saying that it's a marathon run. I had some mistakes, I had some mega jumps on the way, but I'm really, really happy about this run overall. But now we are approaching the final fight. Okay, almost final fight, because this is Eredin, this is a king of wild hands, so I'm just gonna mash one button in order to kill him. Now he teleports me. After teleporting me through this portal, I have to locate him and smash even more. This time he will actually counter me a little bit. But the sword we picked up from the Golem is actually quite amazing, because it gives us a lot of damage. As you see, Eredin is already dead, but he isn't supposed to be, so he teleports back on the ship, because we're supposed to kill him at the ship. So he gains some health, but we kill him immediately. And the King of Wild Hunt is gone! Yay! Everything is done. Right now we just have to save Ciri, and that's the last thing we're gonna do, because Ciri is at the tower, and we're just gonna run to her. And I hope I don't fall, because it's so easy to fall here. So during the section, I just want to start my opening speech, let's say. So first of all, shout out to the Witcher speedrunning community that have donated to me during this round. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate your kind words and everything you do. And I hope this will grow. That's why you can hit me up on Twitter, and on my profile there is a link to Witcher Discord pinned on my Twitter profile. There is also a link to Polish speedrunners profile, so if you are from Poland and like speedruns or speedrun yourself, you can go there and be a part of our community. Also, I may die here, but I hope I won't. If you want to play some Capcom games, Capcom classical games, for example Chip and Dale 2 that I did day 1 of the marathon, you can join the classic Capcom games speedrunning Discord. That is link also there. But back to the ending of the game. I'm just gonna mash through it, click 4, and we have completed the final dialogue. Now only epilogue remains. This is a good ending. I was thinking about baiting you that this is not a good ending, but because right now during the audience with the Emperor we say that Ciri is dead, but it's actually a bait, because if we tell him that Ciri is dead, he will not bother her anymore, and that's because she's her father. He's her father. Yeah, sorry for missing words. He's her father. Also, we can run here because we run backwards. That's a very, very big brain strat. But coming back to the shoutouts to everyone that are here for my run, really, because as I said, these are dead hours, and my run got moved unfortunately. But thankfully, some people still came here to watch me and support me, and I feel really thankful and great about it, because I didn't think many people will arrive, but still some people got here. And especially my Polish friends and Polish community, shoutouts to you, because we do awesome job as a community, and I hope we will grow as a whole. And shoutouts to you, everyone who donated for the cause. We hit over $2,000 for the good ending that you are seeing right now. So thank you all for your generosity. The marathon is not over yet. I know we can do this and hit even better milestones that we are hitting right now. $63,000 as I end my run, as I'm nearing to end my run. Also, I'm supposed to go there. That's actually amazing. This is my first ESA, and I've had very, very great experience with everyone here and also with you guys. But for now on, I will stop talking because time is coming up right now. As I enter this cutscene, there is time. I will leave you with this cutscene. So 3, 2, 1, and time. 2:25.22 underestimate, which is great, even though some things were bad in this run. But as you may see, this hooded figure, I may spoil it already. This is Ciri. She's saved. We did a good job. You did a good job donating. Keep doing it, because it's, as I said, for a great cause. Switch Alzheimer Foundation, and we may watch this cutscene till the end, because that's what you've donated for, right? Serious good after the everything. Yes, the speedrun is done indeed, Ciri. This is correct.
I have no idea.
The speedrun is indeed finished. But as I said, thank you everybody for watching at the late hour, and to all of you on YouTube, thank you for watching as well, or on a VOD on Twitch or on a VOD anywhere when you want to see it. The marathon is not over. That is over for me, unfortunately. I will be still here, but you won't hear anything else from me because that's
It's
my
yours.
final run. I have no more shifts on running or donating or reading donations or hosting. So I had a blast during this marathon. It's amazing, really. The European community is great, and even some Americans came here. Really, many Americans actually came here for our event as well, and it was so nice to see the runs and meet them and talk to them.
Not here.
Because as I previously said, this is my first ESA, and most of the people that are here I knew only from internet or just by watching them or talking to them on Discord, and to meet them in person in real life was something great. And there are some very many good communities that are here and support this cause as well. But the final cutscene has ended and the run has ended as well, so that will be it for me. As again said for me, thank you all for watching, thank you all. I hope you enjoyed the run, but I think you did from the donations I've heard. And that's it for me. Bye bye.